All right. Let's get this started.
What else does level 9 give you as a paladin?
Anyway, welcome back. So, last time, as Jake levels up his paladin, because I forgot to tell him last second, and we weren't even sure what level he was to begin with, but he is level 12. You all fought a enormous plant storm after devising quite an elaborate plan. You gathered with Grendridge along with Vanessa Hemtrix. You went with Duger and some dwarves. You tried to thwart the plans previously of the Red Council and the Land End weapon. Among all these things, you finally brought it all back to where it happened in Yorwood, where among your journey, you lost... No, it's Yorwood.
Yeah.
Where my wood. Where along your journey, you guys ran into certain instances where you started losing parts of your memory. And as you fought this storm that lashed out, bringing many minions and different creatures about, you, upon defeating it, saw this large rip and tear that started kind of forming after you had defeated this. You saw all of these thoughts, memories, different things flood back into some of your memories, bringing back thoughts of the last event of where Emmanuel had fallen here. And as you guys kind of had sat here, Orem had brought out the owls, gathered you guys back upon the airship. Most of you coughing after this long fight, though healed, this very poisonous fight. You all now sitting watching this tear. Arctis saw just this individual kind of sitting there inside this dark abyss at this very odd angle as you all were flying up. You guys now starting, this is where we will pick up, is you all being atop this airship. You all looking down among many gases and different clouds that have shaped over the landscape, and now this bright white kind of tearing, ripping, almost shattering like brightness that kind of just sits there where you had destroyed this planet. Like this had cut it with the Baler's blade just right in half, almost down to the ground. And at this point, you guys all now just sit here staring at it. What do you guys do?
Yeah, there's someone in there. Oh yeah. Okay. How's the crooked crew doing?
They're okay. Many are sick. You see Charles and Vanessa have kind of gathered themselves. Charles kind of makes his way over to you all, making sure you guys are okay. Once he realizes that the fight is over, you guys have all gathered. You land on your owls and whatnot. He kind of looks back. You see most of the crew now somewhat sick, but those that can see, eyes not watering, they look, what is that? And you see them point, and this large, just white tearing through the basic landscape is just this huge portal is what they're pointing to, whatever this is, this terror in reality. Now, imagine this smog area is like this thick green kind of like cloud. You can't really see the sun. Can't really see anything about, but you know that the sun is kind of trying to burn through this mist. But this light that is burning from this tear or whatever this is illuminating immensely. Like you can see almost through the fog. It's that bright.
Well, first things first, I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality. I'm going to heal up. I'm going to have...
That's a third level paladin spell too.
A great spell. It's a great spell. Would recommend. I need to fucking open a whole goddamn different app for this.
Now, as you guys start sitting here, everybody give me a perception check.
I need my dice too.
20, 16, D6, 67.
Nice. That's
67 perception checks?
7. No. Yes, I rolled 20 D6 for my perception.
See like an elf.
It's a druid thing.
so. What did you get? 16.
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Fucking, what am I doing?
What'd you get?
Perception?
7.
16.
All right, so everybody essentially, but Magnus, as you're still teary-eyed a little bit, coughing a fit, You look around, you see that as you're waiting here, every once in a while you hear, oh, yeah. As you look around, you start just faintly seeing these almost like small ghastly, almost like streams start ripping into this tear.
Into it?
You see almost like a
Where are they coming from?
round everywhere.
Out of thin air? Okay.
You see some coming from far off and then slowly, and from it you hear what sounds like just talks, conversations, some screams, others cries out for help. You see some that are happy thoughts. You start gathering that some of these things are streams of like conversation or recollections, maybe. You're not quite sure.
Okay. So, are we checking out the weird rift?
I think we should.
I feel like we should as well.
Yeah, I'm in.
You doing okay?
I almost died.
Oh, yeah?
I like blacked out. I think I shot banelings.
Oh, I don't know what that is. But okay.
Those explodey bugs.
These things...
I named them banelings.
I don't know. Any of ours exploded.
Yeah, I shot them.
Oh, no, fuck this. Yeah, never mind. Fuck this definitely exploded. But I thought that was just him, honestly.
No, that happened up here too.
Oh, okay. I just assumed he just hit it so hard.
That's why there's all these sick people
Oh.
on the ship. If you haven't.
Greg just kind of just walks forward. So alive, but
So are you.
are we ready to head back?
Do you want to head back?
By back,
down?
do you mean back down there into that rift?
I'm down for whatever we're doing, but we're on kind of a time frame.
You are.
If you don't remember, he kind of just looks down. That army, they were here for something and they died. I don't want to be like them, and if anything else comes out of here or around here, I want to be here while it happens.
We need to fix the fucking boat.
That
We also need to fix our situation. You guys told me last time that these are activated storms.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to check this. Maybe fucking, I don't know.
Well,
Or we can immediately go to fucking Storm 2, Green Storm.
Is that the one in Newall?
Yeah.
see Delphine just, yeah, let's go!
Well, I figured we'd just teleport there.
Well, the boat follow.
Well, yeah. I was also going to suggest we're already here in Yorwood. The Lost Ruins is just north of here, and there's a fancy bow with your name on it right there.
Yeah, but like, I'm
guess
pretty
we-
sure searching the Lost Ruins is going to take forever. But at the same time, yes, I want to go there.
I mean, yeah,
If everybody's down, I'm down.
it would also
Well, what? No, we send. Nah, fuck. How do we do that?
send what? Do what?
We can't. Maybe they can go get the ship, and then fucking meet back. Nah, it's a fucking portal. I have nothing, dog.
Do I fucking have anything that can fix this ship? I don't fucking, or at least not today. I don't think there's anything I can do to fix this ship.
Yeah, the only thing we can do to
Unless
fix
we-
the ship is if mending works on it.
I mean,
I will just tell you above table, you'll not be able to fix the ship with mending.
Yeah, I figured.
Damn it.
I mean,
You may be able to repair a couple patches, some makeshift small things, but not the whole ship.
the only other thing I could think of would be we're in an area with a bunch of trees. You cut down some trees and literally fix the ship.
Hey, now there's an idea.
That's-
Charles just comes forward. We could take it down.
You can make a fucking health kit for it too, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I don't know if we need that. I really want to get out of here, and the crew does too, before we lose any other... And then he just looks down.
Head north.
Whatever those
Oh,
are.
there's a rift that I think we want to look at first. So let's head fucking back down. I still got owls. Do I still have owls? Fuck, hold on. Do I still have owls? I don't
Yes.
know. Well, hold on.
Well, what'd you cast? Yeah.
Aura of Vitality. God
Yeah,
damn it.
you
I don't have
right.
owls.
Oh, you know what you guys can do while we check the rift?
Vanessa walks forward. We can start working on the ship as you guys go down and start on the rift.
Because there was a jungle, and with this thing dead, all those little plant zombie things should be gone.
Let's hope.
Should be.
We'll bring
Well,
down
all the
part of
ones down
crew.
there died when it died.
We'll start basic repairs, and if you find any form of leather, anything that we can use on the sails, linen, cloth, anything, I doubt it, but
I mean, we got a giant fucking canvas, piece of canvas for our boat.
well, that could work.
That's in a bag of holding.
True,
That's
yeah.
fucking laying around. We're not
Forgot
using
about
it
that.
currently. Yeah, it's some kind
We'll bring it out. That's
Oh,
just,
it's
and she
nice
snaps.
too.
of, it's some kind of very thick fabric.
You see the crew kind of comes over, and one member looks at you. Yeah, we could use whatever you got.
I'll bring it out.
You guys bring out any material, so you guys bring
Give them
out the
boat, too.
tattered.
Isn't that in there?
The boat's mine. I paid good money for that boat. No, the boat's a patch. Boat's on a
Yeah,
patch.
what's that retractable patch?
You know, I need that shit. It's my boat.
Yeah, but now you have nothing to carry it. No, we still carry
No,
it.
You still carry it.
the canvas was just
So we didn't
to
freeze to death.
yes. Yeah, hopefully this isn't a mistake, but it's fine.
He goes and just kind of takes over. You see that they start kind of looking at it, and they start trying to trim it and maybe look at a certain way that they'll make it. Vanessa looks, all right, well, we'll set you down over there. And she starts motioning. You'll have to maybe jump the last 40, 50 feet, but
Oh well.
you've made it this far. It won't kill you.
Well, don't we still have the owls?
No, we don't.
Wait, then how'd you get on the ship?
I got on the
Oh, you
ship,
got on the
and,
ship.
and then cast Aura of Vitality, which dismissed the owls.
Damn.
It's okay, we have ladders, but
Yeah.
Stumpy, you
Yeah.
will have to drop maybe 55 feet because you're
I
short.
can
You're fine.
fly.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, well then, don't worry.
The Metal Man and Dragon Boy over
Time-
You
here.
see the ship.
Time may be different in the rift too.
Oh, fuck. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. No point.
The ship
worrying about
just
shit we can't
lurches as it
control.
horribly does. You guys start making your way. The ladders, those still working in great order. Drop down. Those of you, anybody jumping
How far are we jumping
Yeah.
down?
50 feet?
I'm not jumping down. I'm jumping down right from the fucking.
They can't get that close. There's too
can't?
much. There's too much. Like, I mean, you can. You don't have to. But I'm just saying, like, there's so much tangled woods and debris and shit that, yeah. Plus, this thing can't turn. So if you get really low to the ground, it's not, going to be able to like pull it up and turn. It's like, "Argh."
Oh my god.
So yeah, y'all jumping up.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't get on the ladder. I just
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are just gonna go
From the ladder to the ground is 50 feet.
yes. So
How,
I'm just
how much
gonna
from the deck of the ship to the ground?
60. Well, I'd say 70.
Yeah, just jump. I have 60-foot fly speed. So I just fall 10 feet. And
All right, so you're gonna take 12 points of falling damage. All of you, y'all just kind of drop impact.
I
No,
I
you're
didn't
good.
say you did. If you jumped,
We good.
I did.
you're
jump.
good.
I've
So you jump, you land. They all kind of land. You guys land and feel this hard impact. The ground is no longer kind of filled with vegetation that's at least alive. You guys take a few moments and you stare and you see this large opening rift, let's call it, as Bryant said, or Orm, excuse me. Now, as you take a look at this, you see that it is pulsing as you are getting closer with different voices, many different voices. You see these white, almost whispers of ghostly essences sifting and shifting into this now tear. You guys walk, it's about 10, maybe 15 feet high,
Really as good as yours.
4 to 5 feet wide.
So hold on. It's concentration up to a minute. So each round you do 2d6. So that's 10 rounds. So that's 20d6 of healing. Yes,
okay.
that's why I can do 67 over the course of a minute. Yes. So anytime I do that, I'm rolling 20d6 and then doling out. Yes. Yes. So no, it is quite good. It just takes a minute. It's an out of combat. Yeah.
It's a reset.
Yeah. Essentially.
So we're going in.
You're going in?
We will approach optimistically yet cautiously.
All right, you guys get close. You guys get to about 10 feet. Nothing really changes. You literally see this large kind of air. Just kind of see it. It's about 15 feet. Kind of dark black, maybe with a slight purplish hue. but the like actual tear itself on the edges is white. And every once in a while, you just hear, "Oh."
At some point, you said that there was an individual with elvish ears.
Oh, he saw tipped ears in there.
Okay. Yeah, and that is not within view currently?
No, as you guys just stand here and look, you guys just, you guys just stare into blackish abyss.
I'm gonna switch to that fucking weird mode. I forget what it was called on the goggles.
Yeah, with the demon mode.
Yeah.
Take a minute. You look through. You don't see anything right now, but give me a perception check.
Should we try to like tether?
Could this be an investigation check? Because I'm like,
Should we like tether in there?
Actually,
Just go ahead
everything
and
else
see what
okay.
happens.
I mean,
What are you looking for?
standing. I'm just fucking eyeing every fucking inch of the void. Like I'm looking for I'm looking for a spot on my computer screen.
Give me a perception check, and then if you even notice something, I'll let you give me an investigation.
16.
You take a moment, and every once in a while, around the like edges, you get this. I'd say it's a slight demonic. Yeah,
And just see like a faint glow.
almost like a hand, kind of, maybe not even a hand, but like an essence, presence. You're not quite sure exactly what it is. You don't think it's maybe an individual, but you definitely see a presence.
It's ominous.
I'm just gonna, and we're 10 feet from the rift.
Nope, you're not. Never mind. I forgot you're Magnus, not Gildor. Your character wouldn't know.
Oh.
I almost slipped up to when you guys met someone a long time ago. Do you guys have your goggles on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have them. I don't have them.
I say I wasn't
Dark
in shadow
vision,
mode
usually.
currently, but I can.
Right, but you guys
I
have your
would
goggles
inform
on.
them that I saw something with shadow mode.
Sure. Shadow mode. That.
Give me intelligence checks, both of you.
Okay.
10.
13. 13.
I would say with a 13, the only trace that you've ever seen similar to this, or magic maybe, that even looks slightly similar, would be on a bridge. Best I can give you.
Okay.
With a 13.
Of the specifically the rift or the wisps.
The magic and all of it. Almost like the wisps around it is almost like the magic encompassing what's creating it in a way.
So is this reminiscent of cryptic? Because he was shadowy. Was he wispy? I don't recall him being wispy. I remember he was
Wispy. It's not like a wispy. It's like the wisp of the magic, like the aura around it.
Okay.
You know, imagine like
I'm imagining
dry ice. Like imagine dry ice floating around it. That's the wisp I mean when I describe it. It's not like a wisp individual or a thing. It's like the wisp aura that's kind of created around this.
Okay.
That is a demonic presence.
Okay.
That's how he was able to kind of see that, and that's kind of giving off that aura.
Okay.
With a 13, you've seen that demonic aura on a bridge.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Divine Sense.
Oh shit, he's a paladin.
Yeah. Crazy.
Celestial
Sometimes
Fiend
you-
undead within 60 feet of me. I know the location.
That. Yes. We're getting crazy here a little bit. You know that there's a demonic presence, but not an individual. It's a demonic magic is what I can tell you above table.
Yeah.
This portal is in light of some sort of cryptic magic. I'll just tell you two, kind of in a way. You're getting vibes of what you saw on the bridge. Some of the magic that the shadow demon was using was similar.
Okay. It's like a similar school of magic almost to what his
Like his
shit
dark,
is.
he got banned for using dark magic, things like this.
Okay.
And now you're starting to see this is like one of the first traces, and this is like demonic magic. You don't see necessarily
like
demons.
Instead of this college student like becoming a demon, it seems like a fucking shadow being that a student fucking took.
Who knows? I'm just gonna.
I didn't like that guy.
Hey, is there anyone in there?
As you do that, it kind of just echoes, hey, and it just kind of bounces around.
Okay, so no more yelling. We're just gonna whisper through our ears because that was freaky. Never doing that again.
That was weird. I don't think there's anything. I mean, I
Now, as you guys all stand here, everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like that. Well, actually, those are actually my favorite.
Is it poison?
Plus
No.
3. Plus 3.
It is not a poison.
Neat.
Actually, this would be a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, even better.
Even better for me.
Yeah, this would be a Wisdom.
18.
18.
26.
I rolled a 17. It was a 23 plus a 20.
I had 18 plus 3. So
Okay, 21.
21.
18. You just for a minute start feeling, and you all start seeing just for a moment, this white transparent,
Is
almost.
this a charm?
No, it's not charm.
Hey, it's important because I'm a dwarf.
It's almost like for a minute, you just, for just a second, just almost like short-term memory. Just forget, just for a second, like how you got down to the ground from the ship. You remember the ship. And you both watched
I remember
this.
talking about us jumping down.
Yep, and you just see this white, quick, just kind of siphon into this, and you both watch this, and you don't even realize it at all.
Alright.
And you just see this tear kind of.
Is it weird I'm getting used to losing random links of memories?
I mean, we've noticed a lot of memories have been stolen.
Is that what just happened?
Yeah, because I don't remember jumping down here.
Oh.
We just saw that.
Oh.
We just saw that.
Oh.
Coming out of you.
I don't know if I want to stay here very long. Let's figure this out.
I don't think we should go in there. It just slurped my memory from here.
I'm gonna pick up a rock. I'm just gonna gently just see if anything happens.
You just. And it goes in.
Nothing happens?
It goes in, and it just kind of goes down out of vision.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any wild shapes or
It hasn't been an
creature
hour.
conjurations left?
Can.
You guys
It's a
now
lot
see
of
in the
magic,
sky,
but,
out of the smog, the airship kind of turning slowly.
Then what if you like? Because anything you conjure, you can have sight of, right? You could like send something in there.
No,
No.
that's a different spell. If I had wild shapes, I could do it, but I don't. We'd have to take an hour.
And sitting an hour.
We got rope. You want to go in, or you want me to go in? You're stronger. You'd be able to pull me out way easier. I'm a light
Alright.
boy. If you go in and you're fucked, you're
You
gone.
want to go in?
I want to at least get closer and take a look.
Okay.
I want to take a look through the looking glass.
Yeah, but what if it just...
Oh
Yeah,
oh.
but how... It's going to eat all your memories.
I've been there before. I'll figure it out.
Do you keep a journal?
I'm
No.
not adopting your new blank slate, dog, okay?
I'm just saying. I've been a blank slate before. I'll be a blank slate again. It's okay.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, but you people
Fucking
raising
suicidal, dog?
you people raising me would probably go even worse than Cassandra Volt. So it's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I trust about this. It'll be fine.
Really?
More than you.
I'd
Rope.
show you the truth of the world.
Assemble. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna fish.
Are there
fish out
any like rock like boulders around or?
Yes, you know that right in the area, there's one like off to the right a little bit and one back to the left. They're around some pits of acid, so you got to be careful, but you can definitely do so. And you got to be careful that if the rope were to go slack around those rocks, they drop. And you do know that material in the area is being kind of singed away due to the acidic pools. That's why the ship didn't get too close and had to drop you guys, and you had to jump.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I would tie the rope to a boulder,
give me an intelligence
and
check.
then
Give me an intelligence
I would
check.
just be holding the rope like it's in a loop. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the boulder would just.
He's
be
not
like, taking
tying
it?
the rope,
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
looping the
I'm
rope.
not saying
Yeah.
that. I'm saying just give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Oh, 7.
You easily can tie it. That's easy enough.
Mhm.
As you're walking around doing so, that pool is really acidic-y, and as you almost make it to the other end of the pool, you notice that the rope becomes really light. You look back, and it's burned in half. And you immediately notice that all that rope that you started just pulling over the pool, kind of walking tightly, it's gone.
Anyone else have rope?
Oh, yes, actually.
Everyone watches, and that can lead to assume that maybe you shouldn't put the rope near these pools.
Don't we have special rope?
I don't know where that went.
I don't- Oh, we did have some like
We had
super
some sturdy rope from
That's I think is attached to the boat,
Girth.
or
Yeah.
did he take that?
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember.
Or he gave you his pack. He did. He gave you his pack was left.
Yeah, because he replaced his shit rope that we used for the boat. Because he was the only one of us that had rope.
Then you guys start hearing wood being chopped
I
far
have-
off in the
I have-
distance.
I have 100 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
I'll have to pop a patch, but Buddy will pop a patch. And I have 100 feet of rope. Here's 50 feet. I'm gonna tie off 50 feet. Don't go near acid again. The 50 is just yours to replace yours. You're fine.
What about trees? Are there any trees around?
Not close enough to where you guys are. Not 50 feet.
You are a tree.
I am a tree.
You are a tree.
Now, as you guys are standing here, everybody give me another wisdom saving throw.
More.
14.
That's a fail.
I failed.
That's a fail. What'd you get?
11.
Something.
You're good. So you watch both of them once more as you now both lose slight memories as this starts siphoning out.
I see the wisp. Now you just forgot to rope. don't no. I'm telling you. Don't. We've already done this. We've already been here. I'm telling you. Be careful with the rope and the acid.
You just want to do that Key and Peele sketch in real life. This is what you wanted.
You wait a minute and you realize you probably shouldn't hang around here very long.
Yeah. We're gonna try and get out of here real quick.
All right.
Don't drop me. As soon as I'm gonna tie off at the waist, and I'm gonna at least approach this rift closer than 10 feet. I'm envisioning just
I'm a dragon.
like a window, essentially.
Yep.
It's flat.
Yep.
I'm gonna get this far, and can I like see more?
You're going right up next to it?
Yeah.
All right, you go up next to it, and as you peer, you just hear like almost like a shearing static.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel anything. You get this like weird intuition that there is some like dark presence here, but you're not afraid. You walk up, and as you kind of like peer in, it's almost like peering over an edge. You feel where your atmosphere is. As you look in, you notice that the atmosphere is different. Very calm.
Agnes, can you stand here next to me? in case you need to
Very
grab this
silent.
rope?
You hear nothing.
Okay.
I've been next to
You wait a minute, and then as a voice comes through, it kind of echoes and bounces around, and you just hear it like a coin dropping into a bottom. It kind of bottoms out.
Yeah.
Then as you look deeper in, you very faintly, all the way what looks like extremely far down, see this very small, what looks like individual just kind of sitting on this very dark black, like dark granite, like what looks like floor.
Okay.
Almost made of like just marble, sheer glass almost.
Approximate distance.
You have no idea. Looks like an optical illusion.
Oh.
Like when you look down, I don't know how to explain it other than it's misleading.
Interesting.
And you know this. You just tell that like it's misleading. You see the stone that you tossed down there, but you didn't hear it land.
Oh, okay. The stone is on the granite at least?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You see no walls though.
It's just a floating platform in
That's what it looks like.
just a void. Yep. What color is the void?
Black.
Black. Okay. So it's just a dark
Darkness.
granite in a black void.
What are you seeing up there?
A dark granite, essentially slab floating in a black abyss, and there's some figure down there.
The one you've seen before?
No idea. About to go find out though.
Let's go. Fuck it.
believe
I have a
it's-
feeling I know what this is.
I believe it's an elf of some sort. 20
Oh.
years.
Oh.
Wasn't Relinov also an elf?
We believe,
Actually, we don't
we
know
don't
what
know.
Relinov was.
We believe a descendant of his is an elf.
No, you're talking about Rock's guy.
No, I'm talking about the guy in the Talking Dragon book. We know he referred to Rox as like his father or his grandfather's like arch enemy. So we have assumed.
What
I have
color
assumed.
hair?
I don't know about you. I have assumed
Can't really
that is
tell.
some kind of descendant or.
You remember that it was like possibly whitish from the angle that you were at. You could see that there was like an aura of like what you thought was cold, something given off, maybe smoke. You weren't quite sure.
You see the weird aura?
I
You don't. You look down. Don't.
don't.
There was some sort of aura.
I'm about to get closer anyway.
Okay.
I have a feeling this is a shadow of the guy.
Which guy? There's a lot of guys.
Like a
the only
memory?
one that has a
Memory.
memory. And this one's more fucking complete because it's just fucking ate everybody.
I don't know.
Which means we need to kill it.
Don't know. I am going.
Touch it.
All right, here's next. Take that 50 feet of rope that I gave you, tie it to this 50 feet of rope, so we have 100 feet of rope. Make sure it's good, and then I'm gonna just try and just start lowering and see what the fuck happens. For all I know, the rope is gonna snap as soon as I cross this plane.
Oh my god, you have no wild shapes too.
I don't have any wild shapes, but I can summon stuff, and hope I don't see why they should be okay, and if not, fucking oh well.
Thank God you don't breathe.
That's true. That is 100% true. This was one of the things I wasn't worried about. I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to breathe. So, yeah. Rope's tied off? Alright. This portal, I'm going to try and just essentially put my hand through it. I assume nothing crazy happens.
Nope.
And then I'm going to, can I, sit down at the edge of the portal?
You put your hand through, and as you do so, you just see the slight frost slowly start emitting over your hand.
I will cast Fire Shield to give my resistance to cold damage, so I'm engulfed in flame.
Yep.
I should mark that off.
I'm gonna wrap the. It's like if I'm just holding the rope, I'm gonna loop it around my wrists.
Giving it some
So
extra
I have
reinforcement.
Yeah.
The double
Kind of
grip.
like using straps.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. I know exactly what you're going for.
4th level spell.
Strapping up. About to do some shrugs.
And all right, yeah. See what happens.
All right, so you put your hand through, you sit, you encompass yourself in this fire shield, you look down, you kind of see this void, the temperature now kind of evening itself out. And as you do so, you see these shards forming almost in front of you as the fire kind of cancels it out. You enter, you drop down, you notice about 10, 15 feet goes, and then this figure becomes very close very quickly. Come maybe 10, 15 feet hanging above before the rope starts to kind of tighten. You feel it kind of drop a little. Not all of the slack being, probably another 5, 10 feet that he still has before he has to start moving to drop you in more. You kind of look down, give me a perception check.
+9 is 16.
You look, you see this figure just kind of standing, not sitting. You see this aura, definitely cold, given off. Then after just a few seconds, you see it just kind of glance up. Barely the little bit of light that's coming through. You see just this faint little bit of white hair and this very palish skin.
I do shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light in an additional 10 feet, if that matters.
I would say it would illuminate just enough to see that there's these bright, almost ice blue eyes. Skin is very pale, it hasn't seen sun in years.
Does it look masculine, feminine?
Give me an investigation check. Or I would say, what would be a survival check or a nature check?
Oh, okay. Oops, that's not the right one.
I think it would be a nature check, yeah.
Nature?
I think so, yeah.
Where is that one? +5. Ooh, 17 + 5, so 20.
Looks like a male.
Okay. Male elfish. Okay.
Yep.
How you doing down there?
As you say that, it kind of echoes, and this entire time, you every once in a while just see these white cascading flows. You wait a second, nothing. But every once in a while, when you see these, you see them immediately just they siphon right into this.
Did we hear him when he spoke?
You got a name?
Even with the thingies?
I mean, unless he's using it.
No.
You sit there, response. You see every once in a while, let's say you sit here for about a minute. You see a few more of these whispered white noises come through, and finally, it's almost like he doesn't really acknowledge you, but he looks up once more. And at first, it's almost like he's looking through you, like at the tear. Like he maybe doesn't even acknowledge you.
Okay. Is there anything I can do? Oh, give me a second here. What's in my toolkit?
Now, while this is going on, what are you guys doing? You're holding them.
I'm holding him.
You're sitting here outside. What are you doing,
I'm
Mr.
watching
Magnus?
this.
You're watching this. Are you near? Or are you just hanging out 50,
I'm
20
like,
feet
I'm like
back?
within 10 feet of him.
Yeah, what? Yes, that way he can grab the rope if he needs to.
All right.
What happened to you up in that ship anyway?
2 bug things showed up and I shot them. And they exploded. And then I got sick and passed out.
What did it feel like?
Awful.
Excuse me. Did it ruin all your tinfoil?
No.
All right, so while you guys are just watching, Orem, I guess spotlight's on you. Roll me a d20.
Okay. And you die. 1.
Oh, God.
You dangle for, let's say, about another minute while they talk. You wait, and what seems like to you just 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half to you all. To you, while you're here, seems like a very long time. You notice, how long does your fire shield last?
Only 10 minutes.
It's gone.
Okay.
You notice that is quite odd, as you haven't felt like you've been here 10 minutes.
Oh.
You wait a few more moments. Feel nothing really changes. Then you hear this. So what do you want? Very softly. Almost weak in a way.
To satisfy my own curiosity more than anything, really.
I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
14 plus 9. 23.
You start losing a decent amount of memories very, very quickly, starting from a long time ago first. You immediately, from almost your awakening, partials and some memories of that, you feel from like a whole body just start like pulling out. Not all of them, but some, especially some of the very early ones. And then you hear, you need to get out of here now, as it just and siphons into him. As you see this immense, just like white aura just alleviate from you and go into him, as you hear all of these like different thoughts that you've had just kind of bounce and echo through. You then look up, and both of you watch as this tear slowly starts to get a little bit smaller. He looks back. Why have you come inside of here?
Hey, you might want to tell him that the tear is getting smaller. If you can even hear it.
Tail's getting smaller. Hello.
You're not?
Nope.
Okay. Start pulling the rope.
Did he say anything?
No.
Now, if you remember that these things only work on the same material plane. So.
Oh yeah, I'll start like
So, yeah.
I'll start slowly like trying to pull him up and see if like he reacts.
Okay. So you feel this slight tug. It doesn't start pulling you right away, but the slack is now gone, and after about 5 to 10 seconds, you slowly feel about a foot start pulling.
I won't like fight it, but I will call out to the individual. I seek the destruction of Rennoc Draconius. How about you?
Can I just add in real quick? I'm not gonna like constantly keep
Right. That's
holding,
what. Yep,
but,
I
like,
got you.
Maybe just like every like 30 seconds, kind of try to go like up
A
foot.
pull?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Magnus?
Waiting to see if he needs help.
Still
I
standing by
forgot
him?
more. Yeah.
All right. As you say that, you see the flood of these memories keep coming in through a little bit more quickly now. And as this happens, you see the individual put up his hand, and once again, almost like he's looking through you, look right at this tear. You see his hand illuminate with some sort of arcane magic, and you see this tear slowly stop, almost like something is impeding the tear. You see his hand held up. Are you within his plane?
Of existence?
Yes.
Currently, I'm gonna say no, but up there, yeah, I believe.
So you know where he's at?
The material plane. I mean, he's doing stuff up there. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he can go into the shadow plane that his memories can, but I could be wrong.
Wait another maybe 5 seconds. You feel a slight pull. And you, as you are pulling, you think, 30 seconds. To you, though, you feel a pull like once every 5-10 minutes. So the first pull seemed very separated out than 30 seconds. You sit here. You see more memories flooding through. He's alive still. Is he?
Yeah. I would like to change that.
Give me a persuasion check. As you guys give me wisdom saving throws.
A persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. That's like 17.
Good.
17.
14.
You start losing memories of some of your guard training days. Some of the individuals that you
I
know.
have way more memories than these guys.
Yeah, there you go.
One of the crippled one. Some of the crows. Some of the things that you remember slightly fading a little bit. You, as you sit here, saying things, waiting what seem like lifetimes in between sentences.
I have a lot of time, a lot of experience just waiting in silence.
You sit here. Must be stopped. This. Then you see now his face, it kind of pushes back as for the first time this very frail, thin, but tall though individual steps forward, a little bit lanky. You see like these purplish robes now under the light as he moves forward. I've been trapped here for so long. What is your name?
Morum.
You see on the ground now in the granite, almost like words in Elven. You notice that this. Give me an intelligence check or a wisdom check. I'd allow both.
I'm gonna look at Magnus. Did you just lose some more memories?
He doesn't know.
21.
You realize very quickly that with how frail this individual is, you start getting recollections of another individual that you've seen before. You start seeing some of the hands that you've seen many times before they had gloves. You start seeing some of the features upon the chin and the face that are very sunken in. And as you like watch the mannerisms and the speaking of it, you wait as some of these memories flood in. And as they do, you see this almost crazed now individual that is almost on the verge of breaking as you sit here under this light. And you notice that the writing on this slab is what he's standing on. And you notice it's almost like it's this huge spell book almost in a way that this slab is on. You see him look down, see these very small, almost like words illuminate as he murmurs something. And you see, once again, the tear where it wants to close, but something's impeding it. You don't have much time, and I'm very weak. But as you notice this, notice that this is what you believe to be Gildor.
I had a feeling.
You look and you see robes just hanging, very thin, maybe weighing 50, 60 pounds. Just tormented through eyes that have almost gone like reddish as now you get closer, blood around these bright blue crystalline pupilled eyes. And as you stare, he looks back up at you. It's been so long. I only take so much more, but know how he must be defeated. You must escape, though. You have not much time. There are other tears. The gems. Seasonal gems. They hold my strength. And you see him look down very quickly. Murmur something. You see different runes or letterings, I'm sure, start lighting up. I can only hold the tear so long. You must go. Quickly. He looks up almost once again like he's looking past you as you see these memories once again like hitting him, almost like attacks, like just taking this toll on him. You wait. What do you do?
I How can I get you out of here?
A very weakened voice. Crystals. They need to be reunited in some way. Or Rennoc himself, I'm sure, has some chamber in which he collects the gems. Bring at least 2 or 3 together. We'll find another tear like that one. Force me through it. You'll need great power to do so. You'll need... And as he looks down, he murmurs a couple words. Quickly, though. The tear is closing very fast. You will need some sort of moonlight weapon, something to extract me from this plane. I'm trapped here. This is a moonlight plane. Rennoc is, and you see him almost drop to a knee and weaken as you see the breath almost escape him. He's a being. He has moonlight magic.
Could I store you in a moonlight gem?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the capabilities of this plane are. I know that he entangles them with the plane of pandemonium. Something lies there. Some great, powerful creature he tries to draw power from. Thinks that it's going to give him some great magic. I'm some conduit to him. You see these magic thoughts just hitting him. As they almost hit him, he almost like starts fainting. All I know is the way I get out is through the gems or through the tear, but I don't know if I leave the tear, what'll happen. I was brought to the pandemonium where I made a deal to stay alive. That's where I met Rennoc. He walked through the tear. I was young then. You see now, very. I made a deal. Next I knew, my soul was severed. That was the last thing I knew. I was stuck here. Forever. Conduit. Siphoning. Memories. Every once in a while, he would come and visit, but it has been so long since he last visited. I thought maybe he had died finally, that I would just rot away. But knowing that tear exists, and you telling me he still is around, you just see this frightful gloom in his face. But you must go. You must go now.
Let me see here.
Let me calculate
How many
something.
times have I pulled?
At this point, probably 10. He's felt.
Wait, wouldn't he forget? Pulling it slowly?
No. Well, let's see. It's a natural 20. So we'll say no. He remembers pulling the rope. He forgets stuff from earlier in his life. He's definitely doesn't remember his parents at all. Starting to lose vague memories of even where he came from the surface. Many of you from the surface, that's starting to become a faint, mystery. And now it's starting to come together why many people are starting to completely forget time, how the surface and how these events came to be. While Orm is down this hole, you guys are starting to kind of recollect and just be like, this is how this kind of started. This is how this happened. Like, this just under their nose unknowingly happened.
What the fuck?
He's digging.
Huh?
He's digging. Let him cook. Let him cook. No, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. It's gonna be a little difficult with the It's gonna be difficult with like the back with all the shit on me, but I'm gonna see if I can kind of scooch my pack around and I'm gonna dig a little bit.
Okay.
This belonged to you. And I will pull out fucking Gildor's Rimewood wand.
Yeah.
And I'll drop it down to him.
You see it as it kind of just falls and slowly, and then the last like 5 feet just very quickly drop. You see as it lands, he kind of looks at it. He stares. I'll try and take a memory.
You well, we'll be back. I'll be back. So hopefully now you have something to hope. Something to look for.
He looks at it once more. The next time you come, bring me a book. And you feel this push of energy almost like forcefully push you back. And as you do so, you feel not only the rope, which was not pulling you quick enough, you feel this exponential force push you about 10 to 15 feet up through this tear. And both of you, as you're pulling, you're thinking like, man, this rope, like, what the fuck? And then without anyone going up and checking on the hole to see what's happening, you just see Orm just shoot out and literally land about 10 feet on his back outside as the rope immediately, like almost like a chain reaction, like recourses back in a way. And it kind of catches you off, but you're not very smart, so you're not quite sure. You see him land. You see this tear after you leave. whatever it was that was holding it was almost like wedging it, and in a matter of a second just leaves, and then the tear just closes. No form, no sign of it. You see all these forms of these thoughts just wisp and disappear right into whatever the void of that was, and an end.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
Who was it?
You still remember Gildor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not our friend. Our friend?
I don't think he recognized me. And I gave him something that belonged to him, and
What did you give him?
his wand. Yeah. Yeah, fucking life has all his books, but the wand. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
We need to collect some gems. Maybe another one of these rifts. We might be able to break him out of prison.
Rift prison.
Yeah. Yeah, he was sealed in there by Rennoc Draconius. Like or not. What do you guess?
What did it?
Yeah. That guy sucks dick.
So yeah, the hole started closing.
Oh yeah.
So I
He was open for a long time.
trying to
so-
pull you up. Well, it's only been like 5 minutes.
Oh shit, really? Oh yeah, it's been a lot longer than
For
I think
you,
we
maybe.
actually threw our ageless character in there.
that. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it
It's
was
only been 5 minutes up
You
here.
probably were in there from what felt like an hour.
yeah, it was yeah.
And it was a very slow conversation.
Yeah, it was
Wait, then wasn't that slow speed that we were pulling? Wouldn't he have been like yeeted out?
That's what I was saying. He kept pulling the rope, though in his dimension the rope wasn't coming. So eventually he was pulling the rope, and it's like, and he would feel one tug, and that was about it. So eventually, when he did pull out, the rope was at its basic end, and then when he pulled him out, it recoursed back. Because, I mean, that's about as magical as I can make it.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
about basically the
black
rope
hole
can't
time
break
dilation,
because
yeah.
there's nothing to break it. It
Did you ever
just
see Interstellar?
yeah, it can't leave until he leaves.
Yeah.
So regardless of how much he pulls,
Yeah.
he'll just run out of rope, and then when he leaves, he'll get the rest of it.
Okay.
That's Connor's
Alright.
logic. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, but where's all this extra fucking rope coming from?
It's not extra rope.
It was a stretch. It's the rope stretch.
Yeah, it's just time stretched.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Rope stretch, time stretch. That's all it is.
Okay. That was worthwhile. That was cool. The rift is closed. Is there still wisps like hanging around, or is that stuff?
No, that's gone.
Okay.
No form. You guys, even while you're here, you don't feel that ominous presence as well as much. The force of what you can think of, maybe this siphoning of this thoughts and this whatever was manifested here is probably gone now. Or at least that's probably safe to say. So what do you guys want to do?
You fucking bird. Not birds.
Else?
Bows. Bows is the B word. Bows. Bow. Singular. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Bow? Sounds good?
Is that the one
Hopefully I
underneath
don't lose
Yorwood?
any more memories.
Well,
Underneath Yorwood somewhere?
It's Lost Ruins.
Lost
we
Ruins, yeah.
It's
according-
north from here.
According to the map, it was north of here. Yeah, I don't know how far north, but north. Fuck. Let's see here. Is there anything I can do? Do I have an axe? I don't think I have an axe. Hang on. You don't have an axe on you, do you? Damn.
Just a sword.
Okay.
What do you need an axe for?
I was gonna chop down a tree. That way we had at least something.
Somebody up there, Mike.
That's not worth going up and back down. Okay. Fucking, I'm gonna have to summon birds again. I assume we definitely had to fall 50 feet so the things won't fucking reach. So I'm gonna fucking summon some birds.
Yeah.
Summon some birds.
All right, so you get
Who's
some
that
birds.
gonna be? That's gonna have to be a 5th level spell slot.
You want one?
I've already had. No, I'm good. I already had one earlier. It's gonna be a
Last
fuck-
one.
Werthers.
It's gonna be the 5th level spell. I'm gonna summon 16 owls because I
Jeez.
can.
All right. You summon them up.
Yup.
Where y'all going?
Back to the ship.
Back to the ship. All right, so you guys make it back. You guys wait. I'd say you guys want to wait until some of the repairs are made.
Sure. I'll ask the expert, the captain, and the dwarves. I'm sure they have a little bit more fucking structural engineering degrees than I do. So.
Yeah, they've done this probably a few times. Vanessa and Charles, they come over. Charles steps up. We've been able to gather at least enough wood, strip it down, make a few planks, and patch up at least some of the hull to at least make it worthy to fly. We repaired some of the sails thanks to you all, and we were able to restore some of the power station. And you look back where now you see the book, and now you know a little bit more about the airships, that its compartment is now a little bit more intact. It's not as vulnerable. We now feel a little bit safer flying, so crew and the rest of us, we are ready whenever you are. Where do we go to?
We're heading north. We're on with the lookout of some kind of lost ruins. They're lost, so I don't know how easy it is going to be to find them, but we're going to try.
Well, that's what we're here to do. Look for them, right?
Yeah,
We
Okay.
should probably get some sleep.
that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, we can wake you next time we see someone, or if you all want to take turns taking lookouts. Part of the crew is sick. We are down about 4 members. We have about 2, maybe
Don't
3.
we have more lay on hands? We can start going around sick because we're taking a rest.
Yeah, we have 4 that are really, really sick. They'll probably be better, hopefully, in a day, but we have 1 that can keep watch. And
I can keep watch as well.
Did say after a long rest, I get my 40 lay on hands back. So
You don't have any more?
Isn't it 45 now?
a 45 now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, geez.
That means you have 1 more.
I'm.
That's true. I do have 1 more. I could use before my rest.
Do you have more fucking poison? Not with get rid of disease spells
I can.
before we rest?
No. I didn't even have that prepared. I had the one.
Actually,
prepared.
I have.
I didn't. I don't have.
I have a like. I have a get rid of curse. It's not disease.
Oh yeah. Orm is gonna head to the kind of like the front of the ship.
okay.
And he's gonna. I'm envisioning the ship kind of has like a yay high wall towards the thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
towards the front. He's gonna just like
It's about that high. Waist high.
he's just gonna like rest up against the very front in that little nook. And
Okay.
he's gonna keep watch, but really he's watching kind of over the ship more than anything.
Before I take a long rest, I'll use my remaining 5 lay on hands to heal the worst. Whichever 4 crew member is like worst off.
I got you.
I'll
So you go
heal
through.
him for 5.
you go into the
that
lower deck.
Any effects.
Yep,
will-
any effects. Yep, I got you. So you go through. You have how many?
1 to start, and then after a long rest, I'll do the remaining 3.
Okay.
If they make it another 8 hours.
All right, so you go through, you heal 1, and as you do so, effects are better. You realize that immediately the effects start to lessen on the individual. You look around, some of these individuals are really sick. They are, for better words, not doing well at all. You take a moment and you realize that you've done well, but there's much more, about 3 that could really use immediate help next time you can. Hang on.
I mean,
So.
I don't even think I have
You take a moment though, and
I could use Aura Vitality, but I don't. I don't think it doesn't like do effects.
Yeah, it Aura Vitality is just pure health.
Well, the disease is hurting them too.
So
Yeah.
it would at least make them healthier, but still sick. So that might help.
well, the one's fine, but the other 3 are just
Yeah.
like they're just they're gonna need a little bit of the extra juice if you got it, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything today to fix that.
But aside from that, I'm pulling.
Second level spells.
You go through, you notice that part of the cabin as you're going through as well. There's a lot of people that were at least affected that are at least getting better through other means. You notice that of the three that are still sick, they're starting to get that green purplish like tint throughout their neck. And as you kind of look at it, it doesn't look to be the greatest. But you go through. Seems to be nothing too crazy. Anything else you want to do?
Boop, boop, boop. Oh boy. I gave you that scroll of elemental protection. I don't think you ever used it.
Yeah.
I'm hanging this over here. Probably the best. Shift weave. I will spend just the first hour reading a book.
Reading a book?
I got
Okay.
I got like 3 of them.
So, you guys are going to go from, where is it? Right
Stormsight 3.
here.
Yup.
And you guys want to start heading north. You guys know that the ruins are somewhere in this direction. And judging by the distance, depending on, it'll take maybe 1 to 2 days, depending. So someone roll for the weather. See what kind, because you guys are traveling.
What is this, a D20? D?
Yep, D20. You guys are technically traveling in a good direction, though.
11.
11. All right, you guys notice when you guys taking a long rest, yeah?
Oh god, yes.
All right, so you guys go to bed. When you go to bed, you notice quite slow sailing. You wake up and you notice that as you're making it further and further north, that the weather lessens quite tremendously. The smog and everything lessens. And as you guys wake up, gathering your long rest, you guys have traveled about 12-ish hours. You guys overslept a little bit after your long battle. Kind of getting the extra rest that some of you kind of wanted, just lounging about, noticing there's not too much happening. It's quite honestly quiet. Many people have fled to most of the cities. And as you guys kind of go about, you notice that the first day, the wind is kind of in your favor. And you're going to be there most likely, you believe, within the next 6 to 7 hours. It'll probably be about a half stay, maybe a little bit more than a half stay journey. It's not even going to take you a full day like you thought. And as you guys start getting closer, if there's anything else you guys want to do.
So after the long rest, were those 3 guys, I mean, were they still alive?
Yes. So you go back and look, and they're alive.
For at least for 5.
Okay, and as you do so, you see the green and the purplish in their veins and their faces and stuff rescending quite tremendously very quickly. Now, about 10 hours in, you guys start seeing tons of like patches of these buildings, structures that have been torn and ripped through. You notice that this is like old remnants of buildings that you start seeing kind of potched in different areas along the ground as you guys start sailing over a couple 100 feet above. You see Charles. All right, I think we're getting close. There's all these remains of old buildings, and judging by the map, we have to be at least in the area. What do you think we're looking for? What are you looking for?
Well, that's a great question.
So
Let me
when-
look at my fucking divination
When
spell.
whoever told us about the weapons of Dereverance, when they told us about them, and they said there was a bow underneath the Lost Ruins, did they give us any description?
They named the bow?
I don't think so. Let me go check. I think you were just told that it was in a ancient ruins located near the Lost Ruin, Yorwood. I don't know if you were given
And who told us that?
Tamora,
Oh, yes.
your guys'
That's right.
library bookkeeper.
So we're looking for an area called the Lost Ruins.
which you are in Charles' belief near or at, but it's like a smorgasbord, like a cemetery of just scattered ruins everywhere.
Where's the
So the
I
issue
was
is,
about
yeah.
fuck is this goddamn spell? Where is the spell? Where is
Charles
the
looks.
spell?
So what's our next step?
Mm,
We want to get down on the ground, or we want to fly over, looking for some sort of.
fucking, that might help.
I think Orm's
Okay.
thinking.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
cooking something up back there.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
I got nothing.
You see Vanessa. Tinfoil Hat Man has nothing, eh?
I mean, besides flying around and
I can do
hoping
that
for the
one.
best.
Well, what would be underneath a ruin?
What the fuck? There is that.
You see
goddamn
Charles.
spell.
Well, the ground would probably be
I don't have that one. Okay.
maybe slightly sunken, maybe.
I gotta touch down. I gotta put my feelers in the earth.
Oh yeah, can't you feel it miles
All right.
away?
Yeah. I was just like, I got.
You wait a couple moments. As you do so, the airship's dropped and brought down to the side. You guys are alleviated and kind of brought down on ladders. You guys all getting off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so boop, 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 boop. You guys climb down the ladders. No jumping this time, as you can get low enough. Your feet, and you see the ladders kind of skidding along part of these ruins as you notice that most of this is sand. As you look around, you're in almost like this sandish area. If you can imagine, like mummy.
Like, is this cold desert or is it just like rocky?
No, it's pretty much cold desert in a way, for the most part. And it's about 3-ish p.m. at this point it'd be in the middle of the night. Because you guys went about 12 hours.
Yeah.
So you guys are back in the middle of the night. Always doing stuff in the middle of the night. It's about midnight.
That's what the dark vision's for.
So it's about midnight, and you guys are literally in cold desert, like hardcore sand, dunes, and you start seeing these ruins showing up after you leave a very vegetational area. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna have my heat vision.
okay.
For like why we're just out here in the dunes.
As you turn on your heat vision, you see that there are what look like small little, what look like wolves or maybe foxes. You notice that there's quite a few, and they seem to be kind of hidden, and they've definitely detected your presence.
Okay.
My dark vision goes up to 120 feet.
I'm gonna
Something like that.
I'm gonna clock
This is what you would imagine.
clock that.
What were the goggles again? Were they like 200 feet or something?
Demon, no, they're like 350.
350.
Yeah, they're deep. They're
like-
deep.
yeah, they're
They might even be up to 500 if I check my notes. I know that they're very far.
They're wide.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 250 feet right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're nutty. I'm gonna clock that and be like, oh, okay. And then I'm gonna start ritual casting Commune with Nature.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dig my fingies and some my dreads into the sand. Just make myself a little sand angel. Get comfy. And if nothing happens in the next 11 minutes, it goes off successfully. And within 3 miles of me, I get to know 3 facts about the stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with.
Roll me D100. You two give me perception checks while you see him making desert angels. 16, 10. Magnus, you're kicking sand, bored as shit. As you walking around, drinking, being like, oh my God, when is something interesting going to happen? As you take a big swig, as you go down, you immediately, as you look back down, you're met right in front with what looks to be like this small kind of tiny fox. It's just kind of looking up at you. Seems to be kind of adorable. You look down. You notice it as well, about 10 feet off. You guys are kind of separated out about 25 feet. Norm's kind of in the middle of you. You guys are just walking around. You notice it just kind of burrowed out of this little den out of the sand. You kind of just see it there, covered in a little bit of sand. You as well. You, after about 10 seconds, you see one as well, kind of up over the ridge. It just kind of looks at you, kind of floppy-ish ears. They just kind of look.
70?
70? Okay. About another 2 minutes go by. The one in front of you, it kind of moves a little bit closer, and it's like, and it kind of like nudges, and then almost looks like it's like gonna bark, but doesn't, and it gives like this small like, and is motioning at whatever you're drinking.
I think it's hungry.
I pull water boy and get my cup out of my fucking
Or thirsty.
my one cup.
Your sobriety flask.
No, I have my own mug that isn't my sobriety
Oh,
flask.
okay.
I have a mundane mug.
Okay.
Eating that shit. Put it on the ground.
As you do so, it comes over and it immediately like laps it all up in a matter of like 2 seconds, and then looks at you.
You got a little pet there going.
You wait a minute and you feel the sand to your left, right underneath your foot, start to kind of give a little bit. Immediately again, you see this small little fox, another one, pop right out.
I have a really bad feeling about this. There's gonna be like 1 million of these, and they're gonna eat us like piranhas.
Don't know.
Fill up mug.
Fill up mug. So you pour another one.
Yeah.
All right,
I
and
have
what
like 3
you
or 4
sit it,
gallons of
you sit it down once again, but this time twice as fast, immediately lapped up. You see one staring at you now, seeing the other ones look. It's like watching him giving the other 2 water, and it now looks at you. Huh? You see it just take a step closer.
I'm gonna just huff fire out of my nostrils.
Give me the
this would be intimidating.
intimidation. Yeah, give me an intimidation check. Get game systems all messed up here. Okay.
No, this would be an intimidation check regardless.
I know, but I was thinking on my end here
What?
is
15.
the DCs.
Like I'm not like
No,
I don't want to catch it on fire.
catch it on fire. No, I know you're trying to just intimidate it. You do so very easily, but as you do so, you see it like burrow down, and then it kind of like waits a second, and you see like 2 more, but a little bit farther away, pop back up, and you see him kind of they kind of just communicate. These little foxes, large tail now. You notice that they have large kind of claws, especially you start noticing this as they're kind of like tinking around on your like jug and whatnot. Or you're about 5-6 minutes in, getting close. Everybody's kind of now kind of pandering to these foxes in a way, especially you wait another minute and they keep wanting more. You keep filling it up. After a minute, you like just start like kind of dropping it, almost feeding them by the mouth, to the point where you're almost out of that water. You get
You
to
say water. This is 3 gallons of beer.
It's not affecting them. It's not affecting them. It's not affecting them. They're just lapping it up. After about another minute, another one pops out of the sand. You get to about half a gallon, maybe down to the last little bit, where you're like, okay, this is mine. You have 3 in front of you. You have about 2 more minutes left while he's casting this. You have 2. You have about 5 in total that are kind of now pandering around, making a decent amount of noise. In the middle of the night, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna make my way over to fuck this.
You turn and you go making your way to fuck this. You feel this immediately on the back of your ankle. Excruciatingly sharp teeth with these claws immediately sink in. You're going to take 12 points of piercing damage. And you start feeling immediately this itch that is immediate. Like you almost want to get your boot off.
Don't lash out just yet. Orm's almost done.
You keep turning walking?
Fly.
Okay, so you just kind of kick off. You jump and fly away. You hovering?
I have to go.
Okay, well you
I'm
so you
next to
land.
him.
All right, so you, as you land, the other two, they're kind of scared in a way as you land, and as they do so, now you see the other three follow. They come over, meeting up with the other two. Now you have 5 all around next to you as they're kind of like following up to you. As you wait, your ankle becomes extremely itchy. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Don't bring those little shits around
Is
me.
this a poison effect?
Nope.
+3.
20.
You're good. It's itching though, and you notice that it's starting to swell. Like your boot becomes very tight very quickly.
Hey, can you hit me with any of that lay on hands, dog?
Is it poison?
It could be a disease.
Let's say disease or poisons. Get rid of. Give it a shot.
It's gotta be a disease. Would an infection count as a disease?
You don't know.
Get rid of a disease.
5. So
5
as you
will
do
not
so, you hit them real quick, and you feel just the tenseness of your boot slowly start to rescind. Thinking, okay, this might help. But now there's 5 around you. They look at you.
Are they in front of us?
Yeah.
Like now we're looking.
Yeah.
Set them on fire.
How much time?
2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half.
Animals are afraid of fire.
Mine.
What if
Mine.
they just
Mine.
Seagulls now?
let's say
Mine.
I just don't want them to bother him.
Was that Finding Nemo?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
is it
gonna
the-
bother the guy making.
Yeah.
They haven't even
That
acknowledged
might be more
it exists.
got it from, dude.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and I'm gonna yell Baylor. My sword's gonna light with fire. I'm just gonna ward off these things.
They
with
take
my-
a step
with my
back. They
fire.
definitely do. They
Just-
step like 5-10
Just,
feet
like,
back,
scaling
and
across
they're
them.
they're still kind of standing there though. They're not really backing off. Give me another intimidation check at advantage.
19.
I rolled a 2. You notice that most of them, even though they're still watching, they back off a little bit. Though as you look around, as you're kind of walking around Orem, as this is all happening, you see many little burrows and dens of where there could be possibly many more that could at any moment pop out. But for the time being, your intimidation tactics seem to be working. You wait a minute, and his ritual finishes.
Woo!
You get, oh Jesus, you get through the rest of it as though you have now looking on maybe 12 to 15 of these individual foxes looking, watching.
Okay. I get 3 things, and one of them is I get to ask about prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. What the fuck are these things?
They are, I would guess, like a hybrid between like a cat and a fox.
Okay.
You notice they have very big claws like a cat, and they have like hooked fangs or, you know,
Okay.
claws on the ends. This is like very apparent just seeing them move in the sand. And they, I mean, they're small. They're,
Okay.
what else can I give you? Do you get everything? Like their abilities, effects?
I mean, you instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area.
Yeah, they have a
I
cat
can-
scratch
I would say I can
effect,
see
I
all
would
of
say.
that.
I won't tell you exactly all of it, but
Okay.
they have the ability to, when attacking or something,
Okay.
inflict some sort of feverish or some sort of effect.
Okay.
That's kind of known in the area, I guess. That would probably be
There you
known of
go.
some common knowledge. What else do you want to know? The area, plant life?
No. I'm
No?
gonna Okay. All right. Don't let them scratch or bite you. Cool. I'm going to then ignore those things and see if there is within 3 miles influence from other planes of existence.
One.
Okay. And then I would like to know where that is.
Was you doing 100 to 70?
Yeah.
It is about 300 feet about to the east of where you would be, and about maybe 100 feet underground, 150 feet underground.
Okay. All right. Neat. You guys want to gain? I can do this again, but this time it only cost a minute. So you want to give me another minute, or you guys want to start walking that way?
How are these
I
things?
should probably get on the fucking.
Active and watching.
Like, are
Yeah, these
they?
things
Do
don't-
they seem like
Two seem kind of mad.
they're like gonna attack, or are they just chilling?
You're unsure about two. They're getting the bunch all routed up, but they're
Yeah.
kind of pussed off. They're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But
they're
the other
just-
two are like, he showed his sword and yelled at us twice. So
like, are they just kind of like grimacing, or are they like
kind of. You haven't given them
they're
anything
not
in a
like
while.
really prowling? They're just like
They're starting to. You haven't given them anything in a while, and you know that that's kind of almost what they're fueling off of is whatever you're giving them or something. And they know that Magnus has stuff, and they're eyeing him for whatever left of that beer he's got. What are you doing, Magnus?
Well, I'm just ready to shoot one if they get close.
it's up to you. If you feel like you need to learn more, we can try to do another minute.
Nah.
We
We
can kill all the
should-
foxes.
We should probably fly over there.
Yeah, about 300 east and then 100 underground. So we're gonna have to be on the ground either way.
Right. I don't really feel like
Yeah, but
we
the
should
ground
walk
don't have
across
the-
this
the
desert.
foxes.
Yeah.
Their ship doesn't have the foxes that bit me on it.
You're not wrong.
And they're burrowing, so who else knows what's burrowing?
Yeah. Let's see if we can hop on this fucking ladder real quick and get the fuck that direction, and then we'll
So,
figure out what's going on
You
when we get
gave
there.
me- how many earpieces did you give me?
10.
There are 10 total.
You handed one out to Denistine, Grendridge. You gave one to
Beatrix, I believe.
Beatrix. You didn't. Did you give one to Demore or Delphine?
No, I don't think so.
so.
You probably have someone standby.
We would have given. I would have thought we would have given one to Percy, but I don't remember.
You did give one to Percy because he was in the home. He
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
He's with Denistine. You didn't give any to the kids.
No.
Right.
You didn't give one to Lawden, did you?
I thought I was going to give one to Liam, but I don't think I ever did.
You did give one to Liam or Red. I know that you did give one of them one.
Okay.
Because you were communicating with him about your crafting of your thing.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I have two then.
you have two. That's I thought you had three, but two sounds good.
I was gonna say I have 2 on me currently as well. I think. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, at one point
I
at one point I grabbed the second
I
one.
think we should give one to Vanessa. That would be.
That'd be smart. Yeah. Pretty reliable. Okay. Where's the ship at?
Just kind of hanging about.
All right, let's fucking climb a ladder.
All right, so you guys, yeah, you signal. You see Charles. He drags. You guys climb back up. Get back up. You guys tell them the coordinates.
Yeah.
Charles looks at you. So, is there any treasure in this?
I mean I know that there's literally all.
There's treasure in this, Vanessa.
Yup.
There's going to be
Yeah.
something. How about this? You give us just a little bit for the troubles, yes? Pay for
I
some
mean,
of the ships?
I got gold.
We're really only after one thing. So whatever else we find,
You hear that, boys? And he kind of looks amongst the crew and they're like, they start just kind of,
Like
you guys start making your way to where you
let's put
believe
some super
tracking.
dope magical items down there. You can have any gold we find. Most gold we find.
Deal. I hold you to it. You make your guys' way over. Upon flying, any preps? Anything you want to do?
is there any are are these foxes still following us? Okay, sweet.
Every
Okay.
once in a while you see one or two, but
Okay. All right. Then, yeah, once we get over there, yeah, sounds good to me. I don't know how we're going to get 100 feet underground. I mean, I can burrow, I guess. If I could turn into that, I would do it. But this is sand. So I probably...
I mean, we could also like circle the area and look for some sort of an entrance way or something.
Yeah, let's try that first, I guess.
okay, so you guys make your way through. You guys become drop down. As you guys immediately find this area in which you believe to be holding this existence
So, like, from above,
or
do we
plane.
see any
As you guys,
Ways,
that's what I was kind of getting to. As you guys kind of get to this area, you look down, you see like this circular area depicting almost like this old rune temple. As you guys look at it, you see what looks like, as you guys drop down and start walking around. Give me from the aerial view, give me a history check if you want. Or I'd allow, yeah, but it's not going to gain a bunch of possible value. Investigation will gain you things, just not the same. It kind of.
Well, I got 32 on investigation.
You see tons of runes. You notice that as you look at these runes, they are imbued with many symbols of fire. You see many different symbols depicting elementals of fire, and some depicting, I would say, almost like a cult of some that is literally related to some fire essence being or something. You're not quite sure. The further you kind of look at this, you're not 100%, other than there's a lot of sections that have very low ground, and you realize from the top, you think that one of the central area points might have an opening where you might be able to enter, where the rune of this temple is kind of like broken down. It almost looks like a cellar door that you can see where the complete building of this temple has kind of just been dismantled. That kind of catches your eye from the top before you guys even make your way down.
But I see a way down.
You're not 100% sure. You think. Till you get there, you don't really know. Not like it's wide open, like, oh yeah, there's the entrance.
Well, I saw what looks like a door. Or a pathway.
What'd the rest of you guys roll? Perception or history? It's up to you. It's what do you want to do? Or investigation. If you want to just see, give me a perception. If you want to investigate the runes, I mean, he rolled 30, so I'd probably say...
I had 20 to
yeah.
32. Pretty good.
Yeah. He saw the entrance, essentially, or what he believes to be an entry point. That's about as best as I can give him.
How about Arcana on them fire runes?
Yeah, there is active. There's definitely something active here. I'll tell you this.
Should I roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
16 total.
You notice that some of these symbols, just by peering, some are traps.
Mm-hmm.
You know that immediately very mundane stuff you studied, like this is old.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these things are like been taught very easily seen now.
Mm-hmm.
Some things you're not quite sure. You see tons of symbols on your way to this entry point that you're not 100% sure what some of those symbols are and what some of those magical markings could be. You see as you kind of look closer now, as you guys kind of envelop, that there are many stretches of like corridors that get to the center point. You'll have to eventually probably take one or drop yourself directly down on top of whatever this entry point is. But you see almost that there are trappings in all different networks.
Then any of those that I see, I will point out, make sure everyone's aware of them.
You all see that there's at least every like 5 to 10 feet in most of these corridors some sort of fire or poison or trap that is magically made. You just see a bunch of mundane ones that have just over time broken down. Mm-hmm. And you see spikes and jutted things out of the walls that have just broken down over time, pitfalls that have been eroded. But some of the magical ones still seem to be active. Some of them, as you look, are just spewing fire just currently, like just holding out the magical incantation, just like a flamethrower. Like over time, something with the magic has gone awry. What are you doing? You dropping down?
I rolled like a 7 history, so. And perception would be.
I'll say for history, the only thing that you'd be able to gain is that there's maybe reverence here to some sort of elemental plane of fire, but you have no idea.
Okay.
Should we just drop down from the entry I saw?
All right.
If you want to.
I think that's our best bet.
There's no like roof covering. Like most of it's runes. There's just, like maybe half a floor of walls and stuff. Yeah.
A lot of walls.
A lot of walls. Yep, a lot of walls.
Okay. All right. So I know that there's influence from another plane, and you're seeing. I mean, I'm seeing fire stuff, and you're getting fire stuff. So fire stuff. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's fucking drop down.
Does this scroll from Protect Elemental, is this on me? Or do I place this down?
You have to use it, and it puts a barrier around you. I think 5 feet. It's like one spot that you can,
Gotcha.
and it I think stays for I want to say an hour, and it allows nothing to come in that's elemental based. But you can't do anything outside of it, like a protective barrier.
Yeah, can I step out and come back into it? So it's like something I
I'd
place
have to
down?
look. I'd have to look. No, I don't think so. I think you cast it around yourself, and it moves with you.
Yeah. I'm imagining you in the
Like
center,
you-
and
yeah.
then all 8 squares around.
You can't leave it. You either cancel it or you
So
leave it up.
Oh, so I can put this on and run around with it on.
To my
Yes.
yes,
It's a 5-foot emanation.
right.
We should use this.
Well,
When we get down there.
I gave it to you. Okay. Let's fucking get down there.
All right, so you guys dropping around on top.
Yeah.
All right, so you see the ladder. You see Charles. All right, we'll drop it, slow it down a little bit, Vanessa. You see the ship. It comes to almost a halt. You see him very carefully. Don't want to let off any of those traps. You just
I'll
See.
give one of the earpieces to Vanessa.
all right. You pass it off.
I'm no guidance myself.
All right, you see
What are
him.
you saying? Yeah.
Rolled a 16, pretty good. He very almost athletically, even though he's quite old, throws this ladder down very precisely right on top of where you guys are wanting to drop. You see that there's about a 10-foot gap as the ship kind of still coasts. All right, you're going to need to go now. You guys start dropping down one by one.
Any of you guys want to come with us?
I mean, you got Delphine and Grendridge. Those are the only two that really are looking. You see the rest of the crew. They look down. When you come back alive, you tell us what's down there, and then maybe we'll send a party. But we've seen some of the things you're getting yourself into. We like being the rescue party.
Fine.
So, you guys make your way down. Grendridge just looks down one last time. Come back alive, please. I don't want to be stuck here with this furbog and these fucking... And he looks over at Vanessa with her. He just is like...
Yeah.
You guys, eventually, as you make your way down, you see traps everywhere. As soon as you all hit the sand, you feel this slight movement. Everybody give me a perception check.
15.
7.
20.
You notice sand shifting in 4 corners around this entry point, and very quickly what looked to be like feet forming with a mixture of sand and what looked to be fire from some of the nearby torches that start gathering very quickly. They start swirling, and the rest of you just think, maybe this is from us dropping and landing, maybe this is some of the wind kicking up. But as this happens, Orm, you see these actual, almost very quickly, manifestations of something. This is happening very quickly. You see 4 of them.
Very fire tolerant.
You see 4 little things? Or...
No, you see what look like on the ground, like the bases of feet forming out of sand and fire, almost like being combined, like a clay castle or like a sand castle, kind of being compacted and put together, mixed with like sand and fire.
So like golems are being made.
You said there were torches nearby?
Well, those rune, the fire and stuff. That's what I meant. Excuse me, not torches, but some of that fire incantations. You just see some of the fire and stuff that's
They
being
went
rolled.
off.
Yep. No, some were already going off.
Oh,
some were, just lit entirely, like already going off. And some of the fire, as soon as you have landed, it's like mixing with some of the sand, and you can tell very quickly this is magical. And whatever effect this is you can see forming these what look like 4 separate sets of feet that start forming into like ankles and then almost calves.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level is just a spell. Well, let's go with Dispel Magic. 3rd level. The formation of whatever the fuck these things are. Dispel Magic.
How big of an area of it?
It says a single magical effect. So.
I'd say you cast on one of them.
Ew, gross.
You know, you can't dispel like a whole area.
If it's
So I'm
all,
trying to figure out.
is it 4 different spells making these golems
Or is
firing from different areas, or is it one spell making 4 golems?
It would technically be word. I mean, each spell would be its own spell.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same spell, it would be, you know.
No, that's my point. Is this a formation casting one spell,
Yeah.
No, it's
or
4
is this
spells,
is this
but it's
4 spells
it's-
casting the same spell?
4 spells casting the same spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it'd be like fireball, 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 fireball.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Not one
It's-
big. Not.
It's 4 instances.
Basically, necromancy spell forming 4 things, essentially.
It's
So
the opposite.
No, it's the
of-
opposite of that.
Well, it's 4 necromancy.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
It'd be a
It's the-
necromancer
it's
being
the-
skeleton, skeleton, skeleton.
the
skeleton,
opposite of
instead
That's what I'm
Conjuring.
saying. Right.
4 skeletons.
Right.
Yeah.
So in this case, I'd allow, like, you cancel 1.
Never mind. Man. Gross. I don't like that. I'm gonna start throwing shit at him. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Are there any rocks nearby? No, never mind. I have ball bearings. I'm gonna. No, probably don't want to use that. Thorn whip one of them. How close are they?
About 10, 15 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna thorn whip one.
Okay.
When the fuck you get a whip?
It's a cantrip. Believe it or not, I am a druid. I do cast spells.
I don't think you've ever used sword.
Nope.
How long have you had that?
Fucking very early. Like level 8, I think I picked it up, maybe?
What the fuck?
Something like that. It was very early on. It was pretty long time. Sure. Yeah, like I don't. Sure. Why not? Is there anything to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Calves.
Okay.
I mean, you start seeing the formation of something.
Does that do anything?
Roll to attack.
Okay. Oh. Come on. Do it. Oh, I did it. 14?
14. Easily enough. You sit there and you easily, with the first one in the formation, what did you cast?
Thorn whip?
Thorn Whip, you immediately just kind of slam into it. You see the sand and the fire kind of disrupt it and blow away. But as that happens, you see the other 3 almost within that time manifest. And now you 2 all notice them. And as this happens, I need you all 3 to roll for initiative.
Okay. I got rid of 1. Maybe. Neat. Neat.
It was almost a 20. It's of 10.
Actually, this is the first time I think I've ever rolled like above a 10 on fucking initiative.
At least for a couple of weeks.
It's been a long fucking time. A long time. Usually I'm below like 8.
All right, what did you guys get? 25 to 20. Nobody. Huh? Really? 20 to 15?
I got 18.
18. 15 to 10?
10.
11. Are some of those cashews?
Cashew juice.
You're gonna eat them all. Got problems. But try not to.
Are they honey roasted?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's
You know the weakness. All right, so you guys see these 3 manifest. As they do so, I can break out the. They're all about 10 feet from each one of you, and you guys are all about 5 feet from each other. So, Orem, what are you doing?
Oh, really?
Yep, you first. Their initiative, not the greatest.
Thorn whip seemed to work, so I'll probably just do that again, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Thorn whip. That's not the button I needed to press. Thank you. Even higher. 27.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay. 12.
All right. Anything else?
That's actually probably the most suboptimal thing I could have ever done.
We're fighting the
No, you're fighting. Yeah, you're fighting these like 3-ish sand fire, little forming what look like humanoids. They're not huge. They're medium sized. Now that you see them, they're standing, and all you see is like sand and fire formed.
Fucking is. I don't know if I want to move too much, considering there's traps literally everywhere. No.
My passive investigation is 22. Do I know where traps are?
Looking around, yeah, you see a couple. You see, just off your basic passive with a 22. See, there's a couple on the floors, like almost every 5 or 10 feet, kind of scattered out. There's a
I
few
call out to them.
like little spike traps, so you could like diagonally dodge and be okay. And you see a couple out of the walls that you think maybe aren't active, but you're not 100% sure. Just looking at them.
Yeah, I call out all that I see to everyone.
Neat. I will use a bonus action to cast Magic Stone on a couple ball bearings.
All right.
And do I get to make an attack as part of that? No, I don't think so, right? No, I don't think so either. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. As that happens, you notice that 2 of them go up. They're gonna strike you, and on you. Fuck this. 23 and a 19 on you.
And it's
All right. You're both gonna take.
72 damage.
No.
23. Wait, 23 for both. Wait, what?
23 for you.
Low.
That was the AC.
I have 16. I have normal AC.
You need to buy some armor.
I'm gonna say you don't have.
You guys take 24 points of fire damage as these come up, and you see these fists that were once very small combined with
I use my
sand.
reaction to use reactive resistance. I take 12.
Okay, as it slams into, you notice that the fire does not have such an effect. That is the end of their turn. Onto you. Fuck this.
Beat me by 1, you son of a bitch.
Baylor, Thunder. Right? Not Thunder.
Yeah. I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's thunder, poison, acid.
I think the only
Lightning.
Fire.
I think the only thing he's missing is cold. I'm giving that to you. Really should.
I'm gonna step up 5 feet and hit the one in front of me. 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Which one? Wait, what did you activate?
I did Thunder.
Yeah, we got thunder. Oh my god, I have that too.
15 magical slashing damage plus 2d6 thunder damage plus 9 thunder damage.
Yeah. As you slam into it, you see it look right at you. You're walking on the temple grounds. Leave now.
Did these things speak? Oh fuck. Oh, okay. That's my bad.
All right,
Whoops.
second attack.
You act like we wouldn't fight him anyway.
Oh, that's a
I mean, we could have talked it out.
it's a 19.
We're trespassing.
19
He
to
didn't
hit.
say anything.
That
He hit me.
I was making sure it wasn't a
You're not
one.
wrong.
Barely.
But to be fair, technically I attack first. Definitely on my. That's definitely my bad.
How would they know you
Six,
attacked first when they
14.
were formed yet?
Slap magical slashing.
One of their friends didn't inform. I killed him mid-birth.
8 thunder.
Yeah, before the others were born.
He starts crackling. You see part of his hands start to fall, part of his face, the sand and the fire start falling apart. Not dead, but definitely taking some damage. Anything else?
I will speak to it. What are you protecting?
This is the temple. We are here to protect the armament.
Okay, that's what we're looking for.
You are trespassing. Must leave.
Let's say we wanted the armor.
That is why we are here.
Okay.
To defend it so none take it. Anything else?
Who put you here?
That's the end of your turn. Next turn. Magnus, on to you.
I'm gonna use cunning action aim. Wait, are they? Wait, before I do that, where are they in comparison to me?
10 feet, right in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use cunning action aim. I'm gonna shoot the one he attacked.
Okay.
Where is my other d20?
The one fucked us attacked.
Yeah. 16.
See, it just kind of pierces right through the sand and goes out the other side of their body.
28.
Yep, that hits.
Oh my god. I'm having so much trouble right now.
Get it together.
Here's this. I'm also going to use 9 damage. Is it alive?
No. You see as it slams into it, it falls. As it does so, you see the sand of it kind of just fall to the side, the fire just dissipate, and just slump like rubble and normal sand. 2 left.
That is both my attacks.
All right.
I'm going to position myself behind. Fuck this.
The one's going to come up to you, Orm. And it's going to strike into you. Natural 20. Hot.
Is there anything I can do about that? No.
Still rebarbs.
Oh, you have that?
Ooh.
You have that spell?
Disremembered.
How do you
Arcane
have-
Trickster.
Oh! Oh! You never
Does
used
a 20 hit?
spells.
20?
To 20 to hit, yes, will hit. Yes.
Well, that's not a crit anymore.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Hey, that's fine.
Well, I saved you from a crit.
Yes.
You are going to take 19 points of fire damage.
You get the advantage. Do I get to choose that?
You get to choose, yeah. You can either give it to me or
As
someone
now it
else.
moves up
Can
and
I
just
keep it?
slams
Yeah,
and strides
20.
into you.
You said 19?
Yep. That's the end of its turn.
Who's with us again? Delphine?
No one came with you.
No.
You didn't ask anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On to you, Arm.
I prefer it this way. Oh, yeah. It should be. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do that after. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is my bad. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, usually we're not real talkers. Oh. We're actually friends with some of the members of Deverance.
You are trespassing.
No, you don't care? Okay.
I don't care. You are here. I do not know you. I was entrusted with protecting this temple.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we need that. So I'm going to cast a spell. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell. What spell should I cast? Guiding bolt. You gave you advantage. You kept it.
You're up next. Fuck this.
Yeah, Captain.
Then yeah, I'll just cast guiding bolt at someone. There's a guy in front of me, right?
Yep.
No. So one of them is dead. So there's 2 left.
Yep.
And
One's in front of you. One's in front of Fuctus.
and I hit one.
Or
with,
one's in front of Magnus.
Which one did I hit with the thorn whip already?
Magnus.
The one in front of Magnus. Sure, I'll guiding bolt the one in front of Magnus. First level spell slot. Boop. Fuck, probably not 11.
No.
Okay.
Slaps off some sand, but nothing else.
Well, okay then. Well, that was cool. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. On to you, Fuctus.
Wait, so he killed the one that was in front of me. How far away is...
By him and him, it's about 20 feet. You know it's riddled with traps.
I've called out where they are.
Up to 22.
Is there a way up to 22? What was up to 22?
His passive.
So there could be ones hidden
I
back.
didn't roll any checks. There be things that I'm letting you know you're old 12. DCs that are a little higher than 22 in the game. Just saying. So you probably see a lot, but that's also just normal traps as well. You know, there's also arcane traps and things. Oh,
Sure, I'll go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt
yeah.
on the one in front of Magnus.
Yeah.
Ranged spell attack.
Yep. Let her rip.
I'm trying to remember what for me what that would be.
It's
It's like a +6.
I was gonna say 6. I think it's a 6.
It's a 6.
I think it's
Say if you
It's
go into
4
spells,
plus your
there's
charisma.
well, that's
So
Oh,
maybe
seven.
7.
7. Yeah, it's 3 now.
18 to hit.
Ooh, just misses.
Oh,
What?
just misses?
Oh,
Damn.
interesting.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
We are within 10 feet of each. Like we're all 5 feet away from each other, right?
Not even, no. So when you started, you were, and then you moved up and attacked. So you made from him to him. Now you're about 20 feet away. You moved about 10 feet, and you were already separated by Orem and him about 10 feet. So you're about diagonal 20 feet. And in between you and him is Orem.
So I'll just move back
5,
to where
10
I was
feet.
before.
Okay.
10 feet.
Yeah, so you move back 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're now about 10 feet. You see him now just off to the right with the one individual before you. You see Orem now. He's got one in front of him. All right. Anything else? All right, the two are going to
Not
go.
At the moment.
You see the one that is right in front of you, Orem. He looks, and you see him take his hand. He goes to the ground, and he picks up a stone, and he throws it against one of the walls that you see about 10 feet down. Oh, yeah, he rolls the hit. You guys immediately see from one of the walls this loud, after about a 3-second delay. You see behind you this large explosion. I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw as you see the area just erupt with basic debris and rubble.
How long's your aura?
It's 10. I'm within.
I need everybody to pass an 18 dexterity saving throw,
That's a no.
or you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
No pass.
You're good. So you pass, so you take half, so that's 10. The rest of you take 10 piercing damage as you feel part of the debris and everything just explode out.
Wait, how much damage you do?
You did take 5.
Yeah.
The rest of you take 10. Now, you also, from this, feel not only the one explosion ripple, but you see behind it as it hits into many other walls around the area, and it sort of cascades through. You start seeing runes and all kinds of these like chain reactions going through. And now, we're going to roll to see if any of you guys get hit by them. Wow, I rolled a 12, a 12, and a 13, and they're all +9. So 21, 21, and a 22.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you guys all see these little bolts of energy with fire just shot out at each one of you, and they are going to do 8 plus 4, 12 points of fire damage as you just feel these
Reason reaction make that 6 points.
6 points as you see these walls and these little traps emit just shooting around. At this point, you notice that maybe getting close to a wall or getting underground or getting into cover as you see how many runic symbols are starting to light up around the area, I would say pretty soon you should probably do so. You see tons of these runes start being lit up, and it's almost like, you know, Red Dawn here. Like there's a lot of these runes that you start seeing, too many. Like if you guys take a few more rounds and they start building up, you're going to start taking many shots from whatever these runic symbols are.
Okay.
So, end of their turn. Now we're going with the actual punches on the other one. So the other one, into you. 26, that's definitely going to hit. You're going to take 11 points of fire damage total as you get slammed into, so that can be 5 halved. And that's the end of their turn. On
I
you,
already
Magnus.
used my reaction.
Okay, well then that's total. 11. So then on to you.
Oh, I accidentally closed my D&D Beyond. I am going to use my bonus. Actually, wait. I'm going to use my Staff of Lightning
so
and Thunder.
smooth.
I'm going to use my movement to get them in a line.
Yeah, you can do it.
Hey, I'm going to use my Staff of Lightning and Thunder to Lightning Strike.
Give me a acrobatics check.
I can fly.
Are you flying?
Yeah. I'll fly then. I'll use my bonus action to fly.
Okay. He's gonna use his reaction to attack you. That's what I'm saying. Are you doing anything like you're moving his range?
Then I'll use my bonus action to disengage
Okay, that's what I'm asking because he's
and get in a line.
okay. So you disengage, reposition.
Wait, would I get reaction? I wouldn't get attack of opportunity because I'm not leaving. I shouldn't be leaving as
He's attacking.
threatened.
Yeah. Does he have a reach of 10 feet?
No. Oh, you're not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
Okay,
No.
sorry. You're just realigning.
I'm lining.
You're moving around. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
So then I'll use my flight.
You're flying to do that?
Yeah, that's it. I need a.
I need a
17.
dexterity saving throw. For one, there's a trap
Oh.
to the right of where you are.
So much shit going on.
Like as soon as you jump and you kind of go up in the air and you move
18.
over and to the right good enough, you see this large like spike jut over, boom, slam to the other wall, and you see Orem. It almost literally stops piercing through the other wall, like right before it goes into the like side of his head, and he sees the rubble kind of slam into him. You jump, you reposition, you line them up.
Yeah, they both need a 17 dex save.
Fail, and natural 6 fail, both fail.
Was that a pressure
You know,
engage trap?
you can
66.
from your viewpoint.
It
Maybe.
looked like it.
Yeah, something maybe when he left or landed, one of the two, but most likely when he left. So he might have already been standing on one.
33 lightning damage.
You see both of them immediately fall. You see them crackle in the sand. As they fall, you see most of all of the sand in the fire completely diminish. You look around, nothing is left. You take a moment, everything's calm. You look around, all you want to do is realize that the runes are still glowing, and you see they pulse one more time as they're getting ready to still fire, as
Door
many of
turns.
these are active.
Let's get the fuck
You guys
outta
look
here.
down and you look at this door. You start making your way and you see this large, almost like stone slab, almost like hardened clay by the look of it. You take just a quick glance. What do you guys do? It just looks like a flat door in the ground. Like imagine cellar doors, but you don't see handles or anything. You just see like almost like a cement sealed top.
Become a big guy. Oh my god, we kaiju you through this door.
I'm gonna detect magic. Is there any magic on the door itself?
No.
Okay, there's no magic on the door. Either you smash it or I do. If I do, I can't talk for him.
Smash the door, avoiding any traps that I see. Okay.
You start seeing the runes boom
I mean, yeah, detect magic. Are these all magic traps?
around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see all these,
Then-
like almost all of these.
I'll point them out. Make sure you can hopscotch over here safely.
Okay. You see some of them, and also the ones that he saw that weren't magical. You make your way very quickly, athletically, right next to the door. You do so. You're good.
Smack the door.
Smack the
Do I need
door.
to roll for it?
I just roll for your attack. I'm just gonna do it kind of Pathfinder way. Yeah, just roll for attack. Because Pathfinder's so easy.
18.
18. Okay. Roll for damage.
Smite the door.
Smite the
No,
door.
I don't think you can smite the door.
16.
16. Okay. You immediately
Smite the door.
crack through and break through. You start showing signs of rubble. It's about 3 to 4 inches thick. What looks like some kind of like a cement or mud like mixture. And you notice that it's kind of hollowed out. And there's this big old passage opening, like a tube that kind of drops in. You start immediately pulling and kind of breaking through a few more. And you see the stairway that kind of drops down about a foot or two. And then it just drops. You just see darkness. So only like a foot or two of steps, like a few, like maybe 2 or 3 steps, and then just a hole that is big enough for maybe 4 feet by 4 feet, maybe 5 feet by 5 feet, just a square opening.
With
YOLO.
120 feet of dark vision, can I see? I just see like a
You see a floor.
hole.
Let me see exactly. Yeah, you just see a floor, maybe a few porcelain or clay pots around the corners, cobwebs.
Still a giant hole in the middle.
But you do see a floor, maybe 20, 25, 30 feet down. What do you guys want to do?
Getting out of trap hell would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
So it's YOLO down.
Jumping a rope.
Are there any magical traps in past the door?
You look in.
Yeah.
How long does it stay up? 10 minutes?
So something like that.
Yeah, you see. Oh, you see that there is
10 minutes.
teleporter traps.
Huh?
I'm just gonna tell you because I don't know how else to explain this.
It gives me some magic. So
Yeah, you see that there is some sort of traps placed around this room that have teleportation somewhere else.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my magic stones to.
I mean, there's traps everywhere. I'm just gonna say you look down and you just see like there's spikes on the fucking floors that have been activated at some point. Like,
Take one of these ball bearings and beam one of these teleport traps and set it off.
yeah, you do it, and as soon as you see it, the ball bearing just whoop, disappears through the wall.
Is the trap still there, or
Yep.
it gets consumed?
Nope, it's still there.
Wow, fuck.
Would this be a trap then? Could these just be like that fucking Pokemon tower?
Not a
With the fucking portals, remember?
No idea. No idea what you're talking about.
No.
Or it could just be like portal.
I would watch
be-
out for the teleport ones.
Yeah.
But it's better than fire hell.
I'm gonna use a scroll.
Okay.
What's scroll?
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's scroll.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to. Actually, I'm gonna use a paper to make a scroll. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna label it scroll of weight. And description is really user and equipment becomes light as a feather for 1 hour.
Okay.
All right. You check.
Nice.
Hour-long feather fall. Nice.
23.
All right. You create. You wanted an item? Would you say?
Scroll.
Scroll. Yeah, you create with a 23 very easily. You create a scroll that not only is very easily legible, but this will give you fall for 1 hour. Very easily legible.
I
easy peasy.
myself, being lightweight, I wanted to be lightweight.
It's whoever uses it.
Okay. So if I were to step on a pressure trap, I don't want it to set it off.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying. So whoever uses it.
You can also probably jump real good.
Cool. Yeah, I'll use the scroll immediately.
All right, so you consume it. So 7 pages.
Yep.
So you go through, you make it, you immediately feel your armor and everything almost like become a little bit more heavier on you than you originally realized. In your body as you step, you see footprints. Very, very light in comparison. If you took your armor off, you might even be completely like.
So even with the description of user and equipment. And
Oh, I didn't know it had the
Yeah,
equipment.
that's
Oh,
what
you're
I
good.
said.
Then you don't even see footprints.
Yeah, I said
Because I was like,
user-
your armor was like
no.
80 pounds, but
Yeah.
that's useless then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well
Fe-
then you don't see
fe-
footprints or
feather-
anything.
feather fall
You
with it.
immediately feel everything then alleviate. You like everything becomes light. Your footsteps, you guys don't even hear them anymore. So other than like a few shackles and clanks of his armor, his footsteps and things become basically silent. You make your way across this sand. As you guys do so, you drop in. You look around. Well, are you dropping in?
I'm gonna point out any teleporter traps, any traps, magical traps, and then we'll jump in. Preferably not on a trap.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way down. Everybody, give me a D1, D20.
14.
17.
9.
All right, so Magnus, you jump down, and as you do so, you see that there is a small, tiny little spike that was a trap, didn't completely go off, and your foot just kind of heels right into it. Your foot immediately just becomes kind of ached with pain. You take 2 points of damage, and your speed is reduced by 5, as your Achilles just becomes almost like crushed and just quick
Can
and
someone
just.
heal me?
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm less than half health.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I would love to take a minute. Are there, in this room at least, there is not actively explosions going off, is that right?
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. All right, everybody. Don't fucking move. If we don't move, we'll be okay.
I'm gonna try and investigate for traps with an actual check
Yep.
while we're waiting.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Wait until that's done.
23.
All right.
One better than my passive.
So, in the room you guys are in, which is going to be located right.
There's a whole map and shit.
Oh, you guys have no idea.
Hmm.
You guys are located right here. Okay?
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is where you're at.
That makes sense.
You guys see that there are 4 doors. In these 4 doors, Magnus, you notice that these doors are all locked. They're all wooden. And they are trapped. Would you roll?
23.
You know these doors with that, you can break through them, but you know that that'll trigger whatever this trap is that has to do with these locks. You know that something's off with these locks. About all you can tell with a 15. You also know that these things on the walls are teleporter crystals. You notice that they are infused around the walls, and there's one on each wall that you're not sure, but you can see them. You might be able to disable them. You notice that there are trapped doors that have mines that you see around the bottoms of them. So not only do the doors have locks, but there are also possible mines beneath them or something that you see. There's a small statue that you see just south of what looks to be of like a archer statue that has actually got a loaded arrow in it. That when you look at it, you think that at any moment it could turn and shoot. That could be a pressure plate. You don't see the pressure plate though. And you know that this room, its features, it is covered in a perfect hexagonal tiles and several iron blobs that are scattered throughout the room. So it kind of looks like a pattern of a mirage of like hexagonal tiles laying in a very, very like almost mesmerizing pattern that kind of sways your vision a little bit. And you guys are in the dead center of the room.
Okay.
So to get to any of the doors, you guys got to move 15 feet or so to get to a door.
So when you did that little become one with the earth, you always know the location of this arcane influence?
I can do it again.
I just didn't know if, like, from your first reading, if you would know where the location is.
Relative to here? That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I would say when you dropped in, when you got to the area, you would know that it would be
100 feet underground.
Yeah, so you guys are, I'd say about 50-ish feet, and you don't, I'd say it's south from where you are. You could probably discern that it's probably this way, like you guys are in this room, so this would probably be the closest direction, and it's probably about 100 feet, 250 feet south.
Okay. So, yeah. South, lower underground. So we're going to want to descend a little bit at the very least. That being said, we took some boo-boos. Where you at? I'm good.
Not too bad. About 30.
Yeah, I took some boo-boos. So I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality. As long as we don't move in the next minute, we'll be okay.
You should also cast it.
No, we don't need to double up. I think we'll have.
How much total health do we have?
I have about 40 missing.
Same.
Okay, well that'll get us like 60. Oh, I average like 65, 70 health every time, so that'll get us down.
Yeah, but how much is he missing?
28. I don't have to be full.
Yeah, you're fine.
I have
other
other stuff,
too,
yeah.
and I
And
have
hands.
fucking a severe health potion. So I'm just gonna cast this. Boop.
See, I've got my channel divinity, and I've got the section.
Fucking
Fighter.
Where?
I have that too.
Yeah.
Where'd that fucking go? Oh, that's not that right. Requires a whole app.
That's what you guys doing. You're stuck in the
80,
middle.
look
Well-
at that. 80. 40 for you, 40 for me.
If we think we need to go south from where we currently are, then we'll probably go to this door.
Yeah, probably.
Now,
Now,
I think you got change left.
what?
Yeah.
How much did you need?
96 to 48. You do the math. I'm still.
There's where you guys are.
What is that?
It's the party icon. It's party
Give me
tracker.
1 second. I need a calculator. So 96 minus
Just
48
It looks like it.
is 48. So you still have 8 HP missing. And then I get to restore 40.
Everybody healing up.
Yup. Who needs short rests?
S. Who needs short shorts?
Heal.
Is my Achilles back now that I've been mega healed?
God, I would hope.
It heals everything else.
No, that was permanent. You're permanently
You
crippled.
ever heard of Achilles? Old history.
Thank God,
Achilles
thank
heel.
God I could just
It's now
cut my
Magnus
leg
heel.
off. Thank God I can cut my leg off and raw buy a new leg for like
Yeah.
5 gold.
All right. South.
South?
So the question. All right. So is this like natural stone caves or is this worked stone walls?
A lot of it's worked stone walls.
Wait.
A lot of this has been created. Some of this,
Hail.
like above you though, some of that's natural, but a lot of this is worked stone. This has all been created.
The floor and everything. I
Yep.
assume.
Yeah, but is it like this has been built into an existing cavern, or
Yes.
this is a completely built basement?
What?
Is it a
It's a
natural
man-made
cave system?
structure.
That's my point.
Okay.
Is that your point?
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what,
I-
that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Did somebody build something in a cave, or is this a room?
Does it matter?
Yes,
I don't-
because if he's using
If I take a
cave
cave and I make
don't
it
know.
and excavate it, then
Yeah.
it's man-made.
Then it's worked, yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
worked. It doesn't matter. Once it's unnaturally untouched, it's different.
So what do we know about
Tinfoil
this
man.
door to the south? With your little investigation, this door to the south.
Mines, you know that there's something possibly with the lock, but you're not sure.
Hey, you got some of them ball bearings?
Yeah. 1,000-ish.
Yeah, just give me a sheet. Hand me a little bag of them real quick. I'm gonna use my mage hand to set off traps while we're not near them.
I'm
Because
just
I'm
gonna.
not stepping on mines.
I like these balls.
You literally have them to throw at people.
Yeah, correct.
And I'm gonna use like 4 of them to set off mines.
Here you go. I'll give him a handful. I'll give him a handful of bell bearings.
Okay, what are you
I
doing?
use my
He's giving
invisible
him a
mage
handful
hand
of
to
balls.
drop them on the mines.
Okay, which one? All of
One to
them?
the south. I
South?
only do one at a time.
Yeah, so you go to the south and you take a ball bearing and you drop it on it.
He doesn't go to the south. His mage hand.
Mage hand, right.
Yes.
So you guys are.
I would like to be on the northern wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay down.
Oh yeah.
I need you guys to give me a give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm good at that.
As he drops this, you just hear this huge thunderous cacophonous echoing effect.
16. Plus 3.
Like 20 something, 22, 23,
You're good.
Plus
23.
20.
You're good. So fuck this. You immediately watch as everyone around you seems to be somewhat unaffected, but you, as everybody kind of gets blown back, you take 18 points of thunder damage, and you become deafened. Or
Ever.
Permanently.
for 3 hours.
Did you take less
You
rest,
immediately
or-
feel your
Fuck no.
earbuds almost rupture from this explosion and this like pressure chamber shift within this. And you look around. Wait, give me a D100, or actually just give me a D20. And anything under a 5 is going to set off another one of these mines.
Oh, 10.
Okay. So it doesn't set off any others. And you look at this doorway and you see a huge rupture at the bottom, though it's not open. And the mine was set in a way to like blow back inwards. It's done damage.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to lockpick the door.
Okay. Give me a, was it sleight of hand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fucking. I think we might just have to take our time.
27.
Is deafened like I can't hear anything?
Pretty much.
Disadvantage on,
You're
I
deaf.
think, dexterity
hear.
checks and shit. So there's
Not dexterity.
there's
It's
something.
perception checks.
Perception.
Will rely on hearing.
Yeah, so you look, and as you move through, you barely move through some of the last tumblers, and as you seems to be a normal lock.
Push door open.
You open it, it opens.
Okay, you're still light as a feather.
Mhm.
I can fly. Because you don't need to touch the ground. You could earth glide if you turn into an earth helm.
That was why I needed to know if this worked stone.
Give me an investigation check
I can only do natural.
as you look at this door more intently.
17.
You don't see shit.
How far away am I from the door?
About
Damn.
10, 15 feet.
Okay, I have 60 feet. I'm just going to start poking the ground around the other side of the door that I can see with my mage hand. See if anything fucking happens. I'm going to set off any fucking pressure plates.
What are you poking it with?
My mage hand. I'm going.
Yeah, you see some magical effect that keeps happening, but
How much does a 10-foot fall?
like a
10 foot.
like a pulsing almost.
I have an item. That I bought specifically fucking for this. Where is that beer right there? 10-foot pole.
I mean, I do that
Yes.
a long time ago.
Yeah, it sounds like there's just literally traps every 10 feet.
Not every 10 feet.
Fuck, it feels like 10-foot
It's
pole.
kind of nuts though.
Yeah, yes it is. Now, is 10 a T or is 10 a 1? That changes.
What are you doing? Fuck this.
It's a fucking 1.
Here's a bleeding.
Can I still use this thing?
I don't know if that does that give us is it telepathic that or is it a whisper earpiece?
For your piece.
It's a cell phone.
So you can use it, you just can't hear.
You also don't know how loud you're being.
Yeah, guys, I'm over here.
Yeah. You guys hear me?
That was loud.
Yeah, you just hear like it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Oh, rough.
Why'd you set that mine off?
What the fuck is this goddamn item?
Now, at this point, give me a perception check, Magnus, as you guys are just sitting here,
Okay,
not moving, not doing anything, afraid.
6.
How much can your mage hand weigh? Or
Just a normal.
You start hearing a splashing noise far off in the distance. It's almost like a slow drip. Then every once in a while, a little bit more splashing.
I'm gonna look for more traps.
Where specifically?
Like
So are we
in
going-
between us and the door.
Everywhere.
Like
Okay, well, I don't. I'm just
Yeah.
looking. Okay,
You know,
30.
30.
there's a lot of fucking traps.
You see that this door has another teleportation crystal right at the top, and that when you were poking is probably what was giving off this effect, even though your mage hand couldn't be teleported. So when you walk through this door, you're probably going to be fucking teleported.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's go.
I don't.
I'll say you can disarm it.
Oh, yes, please do.
How do I disarm a trap?
Arcana. This one would be an Arcana check.
Can I will guide you.
Guidance me.
Yeah. You proficient in Arcana?
No, I'm not.
I'll point out magical bits. Can I assist him as well?
It doesn't matter if you assisted me. I rolled 3 both times.
Both, he says.
11
So
with the. Thank God I
keep
did
messing with it as you do so. you're unable to disarm it.
I'm gonna go again.
It's going to keep getting harder the higher you keep messing with it. So right now you're at...
What are you trying to do?
You can't like
I'll say you're going to need to like roll about a 28 or higher now with 2 fails.
oh, that's impossible for me to do.
There you go.
Well, don't fail twice in a row.
You only did once.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's maybe doable then. You don't know, but try it.
I did. I teleport all the time.
19.
No.
Okay.
You fidget with it, it's not doing shit. It's still
Why don't
just
you just walk
pulsating.
through the door?
You know what?
I'm gonna
just
start
go.
walking. I'm gonna start
Just go.
walking.
You're gonna walk through the door?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna walk toward the door. I'm just gonna look at them.
All right, give me a wisdom
And
saving
he's
throw.
shaking his head no,
What?
so I'm like,
Oh, he needs a wisdom save throw. That's what he said.
Yep.
what? I
Give me
didn't.
a
I didn't
wisdom
go
save.
up to the door. I said walk toward the door. And I was looking at
You
this.
guys are all pitter-patting around here. What are y'all doing?
You put traps at literally every 10 feet. Like,
Go
what
through
the fuck?
Door.
He's going through the door.
That's
No,
not
he's
walking
not. He's
toward
not
the
now.
door, and I'm looking at you guys, and you should already know. So
I'm
like,
fucking tired of these hallways. I'm about to make my own. I'm
Make your own hallway then.
All right. I'm a fucking god damn it. I'm gonna fucking turn into an earth elemental. I'm gonna walk up to that southern wall and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of it.
Okay.
Fuck the doors. Doors teleport.
Yep.
Walls don't teleport.
Give me a punch as you lead up to that southern one.
Fuck these hallways. I make my own. I'm a earth elemental. I do double damage to structures and shit. So how much damage does an earth elemental punch do?
I don't think you guys... you.
2d8 plus 5. Am I rolling damage or just a hit?
We just rolled a hit first.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to need damage.
Oh, fucking 13 to
So
hit?
you move up, and as you do so, you very, in your heated rage, remember that on each wall there was also teleportation.
Smack the fuck
So
out.
you just smack it as you do so, like the rock, you just whoop, and
Yep.
before your punch even goes through, you just
Where am I?
become teleported.
I also didn't forget. I just didn't give a fuck.
All right, so this one's where you're at. Okay, it's all the way at the top. Thank God. So we'll just mark that one. You.
Well, when he disappears, I go. I'll use a flight to get there.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I have them numbered, so don't think I'm freaking out here. You guys get dropped here.
thank God we all went to the same place because I can't hear anything, so obviously I have to go. Like,
Yeah. You just
I can't just be stuck in a room by myself and can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, sticky tape.
All right.
Died.
You guys are in this room. You guys see just this south entry. You see a wooden door. And in this door, you see the room feature here is a sloped pit lined with iron spikes that lies on the southwest corner of the room. There's a foul odor that you start smelling immediately as you see bodies piled up. As soon as you all are teleported, the slanted floor, you all start sliding immediately. Acrobatics checks or dexterity saving throws.
I'm a large creature. I'm just gonna I can touch both walls. I'm pretty sure.
15 feet. Well, one's sloped. So I'd say
Walls are both sloped.
one-sided. The whole point is as soon as you teleport,
Yeah.
you just start sliding into these spikes.
And there's not walls?
No. There's one wall, but the other side is like a sloped wall. And the other side is jutted with spikes. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like so it's like a V almost that you're in. One side is all spikes. So if you put your arm out, you're gonna go right into spikes. You can do on like one side.
He's a giant rock element.
Yeah.
He can do it, but I'm saying he'll
do I
take
get
damage.
anything like advantage for anything? For
Yeah.
the
Dexterity saving
for being
throw.
like lightweight
Yeah, I
or
don't-
anything?
I don't care.
I'd say that would almost
I'm gonna grab a spike.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you just a +2. I won't give you advantage because that's
Okay.
strong.
Yeah.
I'll give you a +2.
So
because
you
you're
said acrobatics.
no
Saving throw?
dexterity saving throw.
I'm He's just gonna hit me because I'm gonna grab his bike.
Actually, before the saving throw, let's do acrobatics checks.
I flew onto him.
That's fine. So acrobatics checks, that's fine. Just acrobatics checks before we get into damage or anything affects. Let's see how you guys do on your checks just coming out. Let's make it that way.
Straight acrobatics.
Yep, acrobatics.
20.
Oh,
20. Very agile when you land, slowly kind of slowing. You have time now to react.
You're a feather fall boy. 11.
You 11, not at all. You just kind of slam out
Don't
your
need
fist.
to.
You don't even really care. You take 5 points of piercing damage as one of the spikes goes into your hand. But upon doing so, you've at least slowed your fall. Both of you now have gained about 5 or 6 seconds to kind of decide what you want to do. You have slowed enough that you could even maybe jump, or maybe I'll give you almost 2 turns with how light you are. You, though, you're on top of him. You're fine. And as you do this, you start seeing, now that you're in here, the right side of this wall starts. You slowly start hearing this loud crank and this dust start falling in this cavern that has not moved in a long time. The other spiked wall starts moving towards the other side. And now you start seeing where this sloped wall is. You start seeing where these like sand-filled holes that you didn't see at first start becoming more apparent. You start seeing that these spikes are eventually going to submerge into where these holes now that you see very small that have been filled with sand and debris for hundreds of years are now becoming more apparent. It's going to completely collapse in on you. You guys maybe have 20, 30 seconds before you need to get out of this room.
So I see a door, but does Orem see a door?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I don't need that. 26.
Yep, you see a door. Now you see the door. It is about 5 to 10 feet above an elevation where the slant is. So you guys will need to get across and up. So where you guys are at, you're almost below where this door kind of goes up.
Okay.
About 10 feet tall, the whole corridor. And you need to just get to the end and then another 5 to 10 feet up above that.
So we would be able to, where we are now, jump to the ledge that we could like climb up on?
You need to run a little bit. Here, let me just draw it real quick so you can kind of see it.
You just beat that wall somehow. How are we gonna get you out of here? Is it a rebellion?
Gonna fucking force my way through that wall.
Oh, then I'm just gonna chill with you then.
It's essentially like this.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
I'm gonna jump towards that door.
All right, so you guys go running. You pull your hand out.
So it's a smooth. It's like a smooth floor. Can I like do that to get like a running jump, or would that be counterproductive?
You could try. You let go, and then you would drop. Then the momentum. Give me an acrobatics check. We'll see.
Oh, acrobatics, not just straight athletics.
Nope.
This
This is way too
is a raw.
way
jump.
too tight-ropey here for this. It's all about your footing.
Oh, it's just a -1. So hold on. D20 plus -1. Oh, neat. 18.
18. So you drop. As you do so, you immediately give me a athletics check. Stay on him. Are you staying on him?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a hold on because now it's no longer out of his control. You're kind
14.
14. You drop. You immediately kind of get shook back off. You catch yourself, but now you're on this slanted kind of groove. Give me an acrobatics check.
29.
You handle it like a cat, quickly gathering yourself and meeting pace back up with both of them, essentially. As you do so, you now are even with Orem as he's running. Now, your acrobatics check, what was it?
18.
18. You both start running towards it. You guys make it to about 10 feet short where you see these spikes in this room. They start closing in. You running with them as well?
Yeah. So
Okay.
did I make it across? Like,
That's what I was getting ready to say. So
Okay.
you jumping?
yeah.
Okay, so you're making your way across. As you do so, you're a little bit ahead of them. And give me a athletics check to get up and pull yourself up into where this doorway would
He
be.
still weighs nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
21.
21, easy enough. You almost jump in like featherweight, just kind of cascade your jump like being on the moon and then hit, pull up very easily, turn and see this elemental and this dwarf kind of lumbering down. Now both of you, give me, as you're running, I need one more acrobatics checks from both of you as you guys see the last 5 to 10 feet. And then
23.
easy enough. athletics to get and jump and pull yourself up.
Is it athletics?
Acrobatics, then athletics.
8 athletic or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. So in the last little bit, you start stumbling. Your earth elemental starts kind of rumbling down. You look and you start losing momentum. This athletics check is going to be a disadvantage. So on your athletics, you go to jump and kind of pull yourself up. What was your athletics?
I failed, but I used my fly.
Okay, so you just jump and leap back up instead.
I got 4 more of them.
I don't have any action, so. 7 plus 5, 12.
12. You jump, and as you do so, you barely, with your large form, pull yourself up, and in your large structure, just kind of massively hulk your way up over this slight wall. You've made it to the southern door. You guys look at it once again. See the door once more. It's not being pressured in, but you see behind you now, the wall has almost sunken in a few seconds into these spike groove pits.
Are you punching it?
No, I'm gonna wait until it's disarmed or inspected for rounds. That's what Big Rock Boy is gonna do.
I'm gonna use my mage hand. 26.
26. You go up, you easily enough, you disarm the trap, you
I open the door with my mage hand.
open it.
I just walk through. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Okay, you walk through, give me a
Meet me
wisdom
again.
saving throw.
Had a feeling.
$18. I'm close to Jake, so that's +3, right? 21.
You make your way through, you all see this transmitted purple essence, but you see Magnus walk through the other side.
All right.
I'm gonna investigate.
I'm gonna go next.
16.
You turn around, and on the other side of the door, you see this large crystal on the opposite side of the door that's just kind of sitting there.
Just gonna wait.
Not do anything? Okay.
Then
Then
I continue to look around the room.
Yeah, you look around the room, down the rest of the hallway.
Okay.
You notice that there is what looks like masks that hang along the walls, and floor seems to be covered with many teeth.
What covers the walls?
Masks?
Oh
Mask.
man.
I was like, mask. I'm like,
Like fire elementals, different depictions of fire masks and different iterations. You see some almost looking kind of draconic in some iterations, some looking burned. You see a couple though not depicting a fire. You see some that are like black and yellow. This is like a very weird depiction, but in your hurried, frenzied state, you're quite unsure what that could be. But you've never seen like that yellowish and black type. That seems odd to you. But the teeth on the floor, that's fucking weird. And they're not even like hardened in cement. They're like loose teeth that are just like throwing gravel on the floor.
This is the den of the tooth fairy.
So, you guys all make your way out. Are you walking through?
Yeah, I saw some magic go off and him not do anything, so I'm gonna walk through.
All right, wisdom saving throw.
Bam. I'm next to Fuckus, so this should be good. Yeah, a billion. Fucking 21. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You walk through. You see this, but no effect.
here's a.
Just gonna look at them and just be like,
Wisdom saving throw.
oh yeah, 16 plus 9.
Oh yeah, all of you.
Yeah.
Finally exit, and you look on the other side, and you see that this crystal, it kind of diminishes in its bright color. You notice that no one being in the room, it seems to possibly be no longer active. You look though, and you see that the transporter or the teleportation is now just active. You look at it, and instead of it pulsing, it's almost like a clear, translucent, almost purple-hued wall. And as you look, it's definitely active.
Okay. Do I see any more of these teleporting crystals on these walls?
Not on these walls. Now, where you guys are at currently, let me just double check where you are.
Can I throw a spear at the
Crystal?
Crystal?
Yeah, you want to?
Have you never played Skyrim? It's gonna summon like a dragon or some shit.
What? No, I don't remember that happening in Skyrim.
I think
The
it's
crystals,
Blackreach.
the crystals in the
Oh.
Underground
I
cave.
never got that far.
Blackreach?
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
got that far.
This is something.
Yeah, there's a giant fuck thing. You hit it and a dragon shows up.
I don't remember that.
I've never done that.
Well,
Say most of the
Mario,
crystals in
for your
the.
next playthrough.
I say most of the crystals like they just do like fire.
I don't remember Black.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hit that bad
What are
boy.
you doing? Oh, there's that.
I'm gonna throw spears like javelin. Yeah, javelin.
You throw it?
10 plus.
Oh, yeah, you hit it. And as you do that, I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw. As everybody in this hallway down the entire pathway becomes immediately just
We
engulfed.
fucking
Goes up
stop
here.
everybody.
Yeah, so we're in here now.
Yep, you guys are in here. So you turn and you see this doorway just engulf in flames.
That's not good.
11.
You said what?
Fail.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm taking half damage because I still can do that.
Was that plus 3?
I can only do it one more. Yeah, it's 14. Does 14
Five.
pass?
Nope.
No.
Need 16s here.
5.
Fail. 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 So you guys all take 11 points of fire damage as you just feel the room
I'll just take
emit.
the damage. That's okay.
Now, as you enter this room, you will see
Now,
that
did the
there is
crystal did it do anything?
it
Like,
shattered.
Did it shattered?
Yes, the teleportation wall dropped, and it was just a room, from what you can tell. You kind of hear the retraction, you think, or maybe the
That one.
further
Wait,
compression.
wasn't this crystal like huge?
Not huge. I mean, it was like the other one
I
was like
wanted-
tiny. I mean, this one's
Yeah,
like
that
I
one
wanna
looked
take
like
it.
that looked like it wasn't a crap crystal, and more like please enter this one. This is a actual door to somewhere important crystal.
What are we talking about?
We just. No, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm taking it.
All right, you just take some of the shards and some of the broken pieces of it. You collect them. Looking in here, there doesn't seem to be any features. It's just an empty room. You look around. If anybody wants to check for traps or anything, let me know.
I'll check for traps.
Okay.
24.
24. You immediately see runes markings again on many portions of the walls. You know these are alleviated by most likely walking through their direction pathways or by some sort of other activation. Give me an Arcana check if you want to know more about these types of traps.
23.
Hey, these are fearful and frightening traps. If you are feared by these, you immediately run away from your direction in max direction into a wall or whatever in the straightest line possible. And you also gain the frightened condition for 4 rounds.
Fucking. We know that there's nothing going on in the south wall, the southern wall. Is that right?
From what he looked at, no.
Punch it.
No. I'm gonna walk over. I have tremor sense out to 60 feet, and so I'm gonna like. I guess gently. It won't be like full punch, but just like a tap on the wall, just to like kind of tremors, so that way I can kind of, I don't know, what is that word? Echolocate.
Echolocate, yeah. So as you tap on the wall for the first time, you get an image of a very like vinular structure that starts kind of embedding itself through a lot of these stonework walls, almost like a braille or like a scripture that's kind of flowing out. You see this, and it's very different than the decor and the manner in here. You notice that as it does so, it almost starts to change a little bit of the scenery. You notice that a lot of the darkish and the very like toothy and mast-filled kind of esque here, you immediately see starts shifting to. Oh, it almost made it in the peanuts. It almost changes into
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
peanuts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, made it.
All right.
It starts changing into
Jesus. Just got a fucking dildo sitting behind this thing.
This is my initiative tracker.
Yeah. Yeah.
You yeah.
Fucking koozie.
Oh god.
Hand koozie.
Oh
What
shit.
the fuck's going on back there?
Anyway, you look at it and you notice that I got lost my track of thought.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
Me too.
The teeth are doing something.
Oh, you see the scenery of the room start changing from this very like war, almost like death kind of visualization to almost like this green, lightful, like this very darkness. By the way, all this is just completely pitch black. So you guys are, moving within darkness. You see that this is literally starting to almost illuminate in this like lightish yellow and greenish hue. And in a matter of moments, the one area that you touched, you just start seeing just small like forms of life.
Okay. Oh, is that on all walls or is that just the southern wall?
Just where you touched.
Okay. I'll go touch the east wall. Boop.
You go over, you do the same thing as you do. So you start seeing this green start cascading through the walls, almost colorating them together, changing almost like the wallpaper into this very green, very beautiful scenery. You start seeing the floors from this teeth start growing into this very luscious grass. And in a matter of like seconds, these hardened, almost sharp teeth that you hear crunching and walking on starts forming into this soft, thick grass. You start seeing the walls and all these dark masks still on there, though not quite as like scary and harsh with this now new scenery. You look around it and you notice now that these masks are with this landscape behind it. You see where the heads of these masks are, you see bodies that have been drawn behind them. And where each mask of these draconic figures are, you see artwork depicting their bodies in different iterations. As you stare at all of these, you see different ones. And when you look at the one that was black and yellow, or black and almost goldish now that you see it in a different light, you see it under this huge darkened background with this bright moon standing above it. And it's larger, more prominent than many of the other figures on this scenery along these walls. You just see this bright, glowing, basically moonlight dragon in a way.
I want to touch it too.
You go up and you start touching the wall. Once again, the whole room starts kind of cascading through, changing. And you guys immediately see almost like this illusionary based magic start shifting through. And this very daunting kind of imagery turned to a very almost happy and light scene in a very few seconds almost. You get this very different vibe of this complete and utter room.
Is there any writing?
Not in this area specifically. You look around, you don't see writing at first, but you say that, or you at least think
I'm
it.
thinking it, because I'm not
Right.
talking.
And you start seeing very few images of like scripture, though this is wrote in Elven.
There's some Elven over here.
You go over, you immediately start seeing tons of words that are wrote in Elven. Scripture almost start going off about the iteration of the giver. You notice that this is some sort of temple that was made and was created for the Lotus, and the one that is named Ganon, the giver Lotus.
Ooh.
This is his hideaway for what is known. You see through this as you read, you take about 30 minutes. It's some secret artifact that through secret doors and through secret trials, that ones with the worthy of heart, ones with the worthy of intention, will find the room with the actual bow in it. You read through this. It's very basic. There's no riddles. There's nothing. It basically states that those of true intention and those that can find it and seek it will be given this. You notice that it speaks of this large bow, and it's called Oath's Reprisal. That is what is mentioned. It says it gives the wielder many magical forms of nature, as well as a great crafted bow that was forcefully crafted during the calamity with great divine purpose of intent. It was turned into a divine weapon by the druid Ganon, an Eldrin who imbued it with many reaches into the Fae.
Was Ganon what we were led to believe the green gem, or was that something else?
Yeah.
Don't you have a green gem?
I have 3 of them. The oath. What now? What was the oath?
I mean,
Oath's reprisal.
obviously above table because I have
Reprisal.
No, you're fine.
no idea. Are any of the pictures that I can see like depicting any of the other members of the Dereverance?
You do not see any depictions of the Dereverance, though you do see what look like markings of disshapen or misformed dragon features. As you stare more intently, you start seeing what you believe to be members of the Red Council. You start seeing misshapen creatures that are manifested here with some of the other masks that are portrayed with bodies that are very different. You start seeing that a lot of these masks and the different bodies portray many different dragon in general. You see different colorations, and you being a dragonborn yourself, very kind of invested in this. You start seeing many different depictions.
Of many depictions of what now?
Dragons.
Twisted dragons? Okay.
Yeah, you see some that are huge, normal, large, some that, have been almost like human or manifested from different creatures, very small, malformed.
Like point to like the deformed whatever ones alluring to the Red Council.
You guys immediately
Didn't
notice
pick up
these.
on that.
Yeah, you guys immediately see some of these and notice that, you've seen some of these. Maybe some were maybe even with Thistlex or some others. You're unsure.
Okay.
You start recollecting that many of these masks in this room and many of these things are recollecting to possible individuals or maybe to members of some draconic kin or something.
Okay.
What you doing, Magnus?
I'm reading the wall too.
Oh, yeah?
I can read
This is
Elven.
just a random. Oh, go ahead.
Is in this moment Aurum, realizing the connection to Ganon, is wondering about if it's pertinent or important that a temple dedicated to Ganon is protected by a lot of fire. Is that important? Is there any insight there?
Maybe important.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
it can also be protected by one of Ganon's friends instead of,
This
because
is
one of
just
his Ganon's friends
random
was
thought. Like this is having, but he's gonna pull out Baylor's blade. And I'm just gonna touch the wall with Baylor's blade. Just see if anything happens.
comes like the screech usurper, and then the whole fucking place just explodes. We all die.
You wait a second. What are you doing to them?
We're on the east wall currently, right?
Yeah, that was the last wall I touched.
Okay.
On the other side of it.
So you walk up to this wall. As you do so,
That's where you said the moonlight.
yeah, where you guys are seeing some of the dragons. Yeah, they're kind of everywhere throughout the wall, but this is the biggest of the walls for the most part. You kind of take a look and you just kind of sink the blade in. After a moment, nothing happens, and then you kind of lean in, and then after about 2 or 3 seconds, the weight just starts kind of melting right through the wall, not even activating any type of element. You wait a second, and then like butter, it very easily just slides right on in. You wait a second, and you hear. You wait a second. You see the doorway, in a very easy manner, start to kind of like translucently, like the bricks start kind of folding back. They start kind of breaking through. You wait a few moments and you start seeing the wall of the landscape start shifting from this very bright green nature to this very kind of red and brown hue around the edges from where you just sunk the blade into. You start seeing some of the edges start shifting from like lightning to fire to thunderous clouds to different elements to water all the way around the edges. And as it does so, you see almost like a key opening a door, the way the bricks open. this slight entry point that starts just opening.
You're gonna look around and be like, yo, just like holding this sword like.
Well, we don't got time. We gotta hurry.
Oh boy.
This would also be the safest room to make a short rest that we've seen so far.
You're not wrong. I just half tempted to drop my form anyway. So now there's a door on the east hall. Is that right? In the east room. Okay. You say you want to try and make a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you switch a spell
No.
in your spell list for any short rest, or is it just a cleric thing?
I don't even know if cleric can do it. Okay, yeah, if we're gonna try and do that. I'm gonna drop being elemental. Probably a mistake. And then I'm gonna seeing that there's been a response from Baylor's Blade, I am going to pull out some green gems. And I'm gonna hold those, and I'm just gonna
As soon as you break them out,
Yeah.
before you even do anything, just bringing them out, the shining and the minutes you just hear, Ganon, you have come. You notice that this opening that he has just transmitted starts shining with bright green. These gems are fucking, like, literally brightly growing. I
Does
mean,
the
like,
sword need to like be still
Nope.
in? Okay.
Nope.
okay.
like it like broke around it. You know, so you were just kind of like, because it just kind of,
Yeah.
you know, you sit here and this darkness starts shining. As you do so, you see this dark formation of the silhouetted tree turn to this bright, vibrant garden on the inside of some sort of area underground. You look up and it's hundreds of feet high, but you know that you're not that far underground. You take a moment. You look inside. It looks like almost like a fantasy land that is of just pure safety and like comfort. You look around, and standing right in the middle is this very based illusion. You can tell, very imagery, is what looks like Toronto rocks. You've seen 2 images of them now, but this is a very clean, younger version. And as it is speaking, you hear it, Ganon, please, come on. Baylor, you've made it here as well. You see this imagery responding to things you have brought. Then you wait a minute. Is that Azuna I hear, or is she coming? You see this faint motion start walking. And from this table that he leaves, you see large, huge wooden chunks that have been hulked and chunked away. And you see this very thin Eldrin standing there, adorned in huge robed green vegetation. This must be someone of importance. You see Ganon being addressed as Toronto walks forward. And as he's looking at you, you see images of both Baylor and now Ganon walking forward, like illusionary imagery. You watch as they walk forward where you almost would have entered. As you do, you see Toronto. Yes, it's done. We've finally finished it, and we now just need a great wielder. You see Ganon walk up with a very thin and a very large staff as he stands there. I could never wield it. Not the one to do so, but we must find certain individuals that will be strong enough to pass on these powerful armaments to. They will be the one that will take down Rennoc. We are not going to be powerful enough, but we must weaken him, bring him to a breaking point at some point. Show me what you have done. You see the 3 individuals then walk back to this table where you see this elvish crafter working on this large bow that you see pick up. And then once you see it, you notice that it starts materializing. Not in an illusionary base. It actually starts forming conversation between these illusions. You see this master, he brings it over to this tree and he lacquers on what looks like this very thick cherry, almost coated color to it. And then you see it start drying. You see him wrapping it in very ornament ways with different vines. And then he hangs it around part of the branch. They step away, and as they do so, you hear nothing more. And then the vanishing of these illusions happens very quickly. For all you see is this shining sun that kind of brightly shines right on this bow on the side of this tree that kind of sits in this landscape, no more than maybe 100 or 200 feet width. You see it just shining there, sitting. Then after about maybe 5 or 10 seconds, you just hear, "Enter. It is safe. We trust you." You wait a minute, and around the entrance from where you've created, you just see the heat and the sand, kind of like from the creatures that you fought before, almost trying to enter in, but it's just kept out. Like if you tried to kick in sand, it probably wouldn't even make it in, almost like a deterrent. What do you guys do?
So what is there is an entryway?
He was
Just an
hearing
opening.
This.
Huh?
He heard this.
All of you did.
I did.
You guys
Yeah,
both
I heard
He's
all of you.
deaf.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. You're deaf.
So I'm just watching these.
Yeah, you
illusion
just watched
people
them.
just-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Gonna look over like.
I'm gonna walk forward.
You walk in, and as you guys all do so, you just feel the warmth change immediately to the perfect temperature. You start striding, very soft. You see behind you, walls start concaving in, cement or bricks start folding back on themselves. You sheathe your blade. You take down your defenses for a second. Walk up. Nothing alarming. You see around you just white that kind of transcends into nothingness, almost like clouds that keep going. As you make your way closer, you make it to about 5 or 10 feet before the three of you stop. You stare at this huge, massive bow, almost maybe 5 or 6 feet from end to end. You see it very thickly taut with this huge ribbon that kind of pulls it back with ornate fashion, with these huge vines that kind of rip around and grow all the way around it, enforcing most of its structure. As you all kind of sit there and look, you see this image kind of walk around the tree. You see Ganon, a very young version, maybe is 100 to 200 years as an elf, this being an Eldrin. He looks very tired. Those who see this, how he starts. This is my gift. At this point, we most likely no longer exist. The Dereverance hopefully succeeded, but most likely failed. We know that Rennoc, many of his offspring, has been sent not only to the moon, but to many different offshoots in the universe. He wishes to take over not only this world, but many. He's lived too long. He's succumbed to much power from Garrix and from the Calamity. At some point, he will try to regain it. The ones that wield this are the only soul that ever wields this, whichever may be the case. Know that this weapon is directly innate, taking down Rennoc Draconis. You are to wield it, you are forever imbued into it for life. Upon taking this artifact, you sign over your will to do indecency. Upon doing any form of indecency with it, it will revolt against you. Now, understand the importance that if you have come this far searching for it, the time must be now. It must be of importance. You see him kind of motion to it. The one wielder that wishes to possibly take this needs to understand the great weight that those around them also bear. Upon taking this, Rennoc will know himself. For the magic forged in all of the Calamity Dereverance weapons lies the same thing that uses most of his magic. Conflux. By understanding this, you must understand that he understands everything within it. The activation of you using this will signify that there is more that are uprising against him. It will signify not only a starting point, if there is not already one, but it will definitely notify him someone is coming directly for him. Only take this if you are willing to accept that the downfall of Rennoc Draconius is the only way to impede you from this contract in which you take. You now see golden text start forming much like you saw cryptics before. This very dark magic. This contract will bind your soul in a very demonic presence to this bow. You must kill Rennoc Draconius with it, to get rid of it. Until doing so, you will age exponentially faster. That way, if you do not further your quest at killing him, you shall die and the bow shall be passed on to hopefully someone who will. Understand this. You see him walk over. You see this illusionary figure grip this bow off of the branch. Brings it before you three. If you all think that you are worthy to take this into the next step, take it now. See him kind of step forward, hand it out.
I'll take it.
And he steps forward, you put out your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to accept everything that I've told you?
Yep.
Wait.
Sure.
There was a moral aspect to that contract. You're aware of that, right?
Yeah, because I go around and shoot innocent people.
You sure like to bomb stuff. That's all I'm
I
saying.
can't even say anything.
Yeah, you act like I bombed fucking kindergarten.
I'm just saying. Out of the three of us,
a
you are the
moral
most
thing-
morally gray.
I'm the most morally gray, and the contract also includes murder.
It's true.
So
It's
I
true.
think their
I think you
don't do bad
I
things
just
and
wanted to-
my don't do bad things are really similar.
I just wanted to make sure you were aware and weren't just glossing over them. I was really afraid you were just missed that part. Okay, all right.
I'm a young dwarf. I have like 400 years of life left.
Yeah.
So you take it?
Yeah.
As soon as you take it and you grip it, you immediately see that as the bow touches your hands, you see going both up your thumbs, down your wrists, and up your forearms, almost like this pulse through your veins of these like vines that just grow and they stay. They literally are like small, symbolic tattoos of these small vines that kind of just wrap around your forearms and almost like blackish green, almost like a tattoo way around your hands. And when you grip the bow, it lines up perfectly with the vines that grow around the bow. You see, as this happens, it happens immediately. You are now contractually bound. Now, you must take this, and you must do what you have promised. Your age will immediately become affected. Do not squander your time. Now, as you take this, you immediately feel not like time starts going faster, but you just feel a little bit more weight. That's about it. Is there anything you want to say or anything?
No, I got nothing.
So you take it? You guys sit here for a moment. Within a few short moments, you see Ganon walk back behind the tree. Once more before he says, "Good luck. Hopefully you can end this reign. This relic, these runes, and many of the parties, well, are artifacts. They were made for the sole purpose of taking him down, and we were not strong enough. Hopefully, you will be." And then he quickly walks behind in a quick sift of like a almost imagery mist. That is it. You guys are brought, and as you close your eyes and blink and open once more, you are brought to the very first spot where you broke through the temple door. You see 3 of you standing just outside of the temple, staring, blinking, looking around in the middle of the night at about 2 a.m. under a completely dark-ridden sky where you once were with all the runes that have already been activated and have since deactivated. You guys stand here upon the entrance, seeing this small airship still floating above, and now seeing you all, it starts kind of cascading its way back. You guys stand there. You guys want to do anything?
I want to know if the boat does.
We'll get to that.
Let's get on the ship.
Okay. So you guys take a few moments. You wait.
Yeah, we're like back at the slab, the
Uh-huh.
door.
Yep.
Sorry, we killed you guys. You guys did a good job.
Wait a minute. Why? Didn't you kill one of them with Baylor's blade?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, they didn't really care. Okay, that's all.
So there wasn't any kind of moral aspect. Well, I guess I don't know, but
Okay.
To the ship.
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
Okay. You guys take a few more seconds. You wait. You motion for it.
Yeah, it's fine.
While you're doing this, you're just staring at your bow. You'll take these couple minutes to attune to it while you're waiting on the ship to come. You guys see the ladders being dropped down and the airship being gathered. And essentially, within about 24 hours, you've taken down one storm site and gathered another artifact. So, until next time, we'll pick up there. Wherever you guys head next. Storm site or, yeah, probably next storm site or something. All right. We'll pick up there next time.
Bow now.
Either. Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm just dying faster.
Exponentially.
This
All
is
right.
why you pick Warforges all the time.